What's up, chat? Welcome back to the stream. We are live with my top menu, apparently. We are live with the T5S2 in with the new Grand Tournament Semifinals. For those who are unaware, we did start this event a couple of weeks ago. It was to kind of, shepherd in the official release of 10th edition. This is a 32-player online GT. 36 players, I think, is actually where it ended up. And we are down to only, 3 undefeated players so far. The other one is Jonathan, who is on Eldar right now. But we are watching over here in the red, Josie Cartwright, a T5S2 invitee from seasons past, and probably one of, if not the best Necron player on the planet. On the left-hand side of the screen, versus in the blue, Eddie, who is on classic Aeldari. This was there is the potential, if Josie goes down to this game, that we will have an Eldar mirror match in the finals. So I did want to get the last undefeated non-Eldar army on stream before the end of the event. So I asked the players if they were happy with me streaming. They said it was okay. So that's why we're here today. But should be a pretty interesting game. It sounds like Josie's relatively comfortable in the matchup, and I think it is, of the Eldar list that we've seen, probably one of the less optimized versions for fighting against Necron bricks. So we'll see how Josie's able to get out of this one. But obviously, as we've been seeing in our recent games, Eldar are all but unstoppable, but if anybody can put a stop to them, it's probably Necrons. Boo Eldar mirrors. Yeah, well, that's just the reality these days. But I think based on the results, it is pretty funny. Because if you don't like Eldar mirrors, then get ready for Necron mirrors, because those are coming. Looks like some results are in. So the top 3 players in the event right now are Eldar, or top 4, excuse me. Besides the 3rd place, Faye, who's in with Adeptus Sororitas, having won her 4th game. But then after the Eldar domination of the top of the event, it is Necrons 4 places down. So basically the rest of the top 9 are all Necrons. If we were to look at only the players who had completed 3 games, it would be Eldar, Necrons, 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 Necrons. Deathwatch. So, there you go. Necron's pretty good, chat. I don't know what to tell you. And we'll see if they can defeat the Eldar menace here today. Let's talk about some lists. Yeah, Sisters doing well. I know there's a couple Sisters players on the server, Faye being one of them, who are hyper consistent with Sisters and really putting in the work to make them work, which is super cool to see. Exclamation point lists in chat, assuming the bot's cooperating with us today. We'll get you the lists if you want to take a quick gander at them. We'll talk about the Eldar list real quick here. It is a pretty straightforward list, not too much exciting stuff going on today. We do have a Death Jester with Face Messenger, so getting some mortal wounds and some sustained out of that guy. We have an Autarch Wayleaper with the Phoenix Gem, so we are respawning our Autarch if it goes down. Lets it play a little bit more aggressively than it normally would. Normally, you can lose your Autarch in the mid to late game, and it's not the end of the world. But if you lose it early, it's really bad. So just making sure a unit of Inceptors doesn't pop in and just vaporize that guy, I guess. We have a Farseer with Reader of the Runes, plus a Solitaire and the Incarn. The Farseer has a Bodyguard squad, a unit of Guardian Defenders of the Bright Lance weapon platform. 3 Fire Prisms, so all of the tanks on the table are going to be Fire Prisms today. They are not, in fact, going to be Night Spinners. So one of the reasons I say that Josie's probably pretty happy with this matchup as it stands right now is that there's no slowing effects for the Lich Guard. She's going to be able to basically run the table with those guys, and if the Eldar can't kill them, which is very difficult, then they don't really have an out. We have 1 support weapon D-cannon platform, 1 Void Weaver, 1 unit of Warp Spiders, plus a Wraith Knight. So, honestly, plus there is the Death Jester and a Solitaire and the Incarn, as I mentioned before, sort of coming in as other sub-faction options. But interestingly, not a lot of utility beyond the characters and that one unit of warp spiders. And the Void Weaver is a solid utility unit by itself, but it's not quite as efficient as the warp spiders. They can't go quite as far. So secondary objective scoring or tactical objective scoring, not the greatest for this style of Eldar. It has a lot of direct fire shooting, probably some of the strongest direct fire shooting that the faction can bring with the 3 fire prisms. But if you just hide from them, it is actually difficult to get to grips with those guys. So I think fire prisms were definitely, especially at their original points cost, were one of the scariest units in the Codex. But as the more optimal builds have come out, I think most players would much rather fight a bunch of fire prisms than a Wraith Knight. So, or you know, mass Night Spinners or something, because at least fire prisms get plugged up by the by line of sight blockers. Locust Destroyers going down to the side here for Josie. Gonna be worried about those guys getting hit by the D cannons, the Wraith cannons off of the Wraith Knight, because they do give up blast with a unit that big. A little bit scary. Speaking of Josie's list, and by the way, there is a prediction up in the chat, everybody. Another 3 minutes left if you want to throw your predictions up there. Josie running double Hexmark Destroyers. One of them is taking the Sovereign Coronal. I think I've actually covered this list on a Tactical Tuesday. We have a Locust Lord with the Blade, the cool sword. No enhancements on that guy, but he does give critical 5s to the Locust Destroyer units. We have an Overlord with a Resurrection Orb, a Technomancer with Hypermaterial Ablator to give stealth to the Lich Guard unit he's joining into. So there's the Technomancer, and we should also see the Lord in that unit as well. Yep, there he is. So we have the full Wombo combo assembled on the Lich Guard squad. They have a 5+ Feel No Pain, a 4+ Invulnerable save from their shields, -1 to be hit. A 4+ Feel No Pain on the Cryptothralls. You can then regenerate the Cryptothralls both reactively after you lose them, and you can regenerate them in your turn and your opponent's turn. So potentially 3 resurrections a turn on the Lich Guard unit, all punching through invulnerable saves and Feel No Pains. So pretty obnoxious stuff. We have a Transcendent Katana with Sempiternal Weave. Kind of have to have that guy. Thanks for the follows, everybody, by the way. Feywolf and Mr. Poop. Thank you for following. I appreciate you. Yeah, you basically locked in on the Transcendent Katana in Necrons. It's super broken. So hope that guy gets a little bit of a tone down in the balance update that's coming soon. But until then, you just windmill slam him in. He's 290 points of uninteractability, and we'll score you all your secondaries for free, basically. Pretty good. We have a Canoptek Reanimator, 1 unit of Canoptek Spiders, 2 units of Cryptothralls. One of them is actually just in Strategic Reserve today, so that's going to be sitting in the back of the table, or jumping in on a corner to score secondaries. The big Locust Heavy Destroyer unit, 1 unit of Death Marks in reserve, 3 just a unit of 3 Locust Heavy Destroyers. Sometimes you see these guys in 3x1, 3 individual units, but today we're just rocking the big unit of 3, mostly so that they can win gunfights with people, because if you can't kill more than one of them, which is a little bit difficult if you're shooting at extreme range. Looks like we're rolling to go first here, by the way. Eldar taking the first turn. That is going to be good for Eldar. It doesn't look like the Fire Prisms are going to get too much action, but we did deploy this Void Weaver way out in the front. So that's going to get to go do stuff. Plus you get to Alpha Strike with the Wraith Knight, which is always very nice. So we'll see how much we deal here. Now we are on supply drop today, so the players are currently determining what objectives, when the objectives will disappear. I'll actually listen in while they do that.
Yep. And then the other one is the one that we don't lose. The one in the middle.
Okay.
Okay, so the middle will be left at the end of the battle, and the top left one goes away. Right, let me just try and... I'm going to flag those up briefly. So this is Alpha, and this is Omega.
Okay.
Lovely. I am obviously going to scout behind here. Have you got any random pregame stuff?
I do not have any scouts.
Lovely. We'll just get as far as we can over there. And
yeah, so round 4, that Alpha objective in the top left is going to be removed. Round 5, the other objective is removed. The center objective actually remains until the end of the game. So
best of luck.
That is a little bit unfortunate for Josie. The objective that she has easier access to is going to go away, but she did heavily deploy on the bottom here. So pushing for this objective that's going to go away on bottom top of 5 is actually maybe going to be better for her. But I think generally speaking, the Necron game plan is to hang out in the center of the table essentially, and that's mostly what we're going to be doing. But anyway, closing out the list, we do have that big brick of 10 Lich Guard. We have the Monolith. Pretty interesting include. Let's actually take a look at the Monolith data sheet real quick while we're looking here. So this guy can Deep Strike and then use its Eternity Gate to pull units either off of the table or from Deep Strike. Or from reserve, excuse me, and then deploy them out of its front door, basically, out next to it.
We're going to buff one of our guys with the farce here. It's either going to be
Oh, shoot. I messed it up, chat. What did I do here? I apologize, everybody.
Anyway, we're going to up buff the Wraith Knight.
Oh, weird. All right, we figured it out. Yeah, so this is data sheet. So yeah, it's able to pull units either out of reserve or off of the battlefield, set them up wholly within 6 inches and outside of engagement range of enemy models. They can't charge, but they can use that to get additional threat range to shoot. It is only infantry, so you can't bring the destroyers out of it, unfortunately. And you can use it to steal objectives from people. So because of the timing of that ability, it is just in your reinforcement step. You can just sequence the Monolith deployment out of Deep Strike first. So you can set up the Monolith on the table, then use it to deploy your units out of the gate. And that also means that Josie was talking about a little bit a piece of technology that she sometimes uses. Looks like both players have tactical objectives today, by the way. One piece of technology that she sometimes uses is that she can bring those little Cryptothrall units in, and you throw those out of the Monolith's gate itself. So the fact that they are usually coming off the table edge, if she needs them to do something that doesn't necessarily table edge adjacent, then she can to
No, I would never.
to get it somewhere more useful. See, we might be running the Solitaire out. So investigate signals and engage in all fronts scored out for Eldar right now. Investigate signals isn't the greatest pull on the first turn, but at least it's easily scoring. You can get it out of the way really easily. No scout or forward deploy for the Eldar, so they don't have any really good way to access the bottom objective over here. Or the bottom table quarter. So it looks like they're probably only going to get 2 on investigate signals, but at least it's an easy 2 victory points. And then engage in all fronts, you'll score a minimum 3 points for that, 3 table quarters. The question is getting the 4th table quarter, and that's what the Solitaire was looking at, trying to get into. And it looks like I think we're just going to put theoretically, a bunch of the D-cannon shooting into the Lich Guard, because this is a very aggressive place for this Fire Prism. Giving the Lich Guard a charge onto that objective as we are right now is a little bit scary, and it's the Fire Prism's in such a big spot that such an aggressive spot, and it's such a big model that Phantasm actually isn't that useful for it in this situation because it can't move directly backwards. It has to go sort of on a side trajectory, which could get a little bit could get weird. We'll see. We could also just expect to fire and fade it back to safety because the Eldar do have 2 CP from the Autarch, so we could use it to linked fire a bunch of shots. Maybe just into the Transcendent Catan? Is that what we're angling at? It looks like it, yeah. We'll see. Void Weaver moving over to steal an objective. Gonna fight with some Tomb Blades, I guess.
Lich Guard don't have charge in advance, or charge in...
They do not, know. The only extra movement shenanigan is the fact the Technomancer moves 10, not 5, so I can string out a bit from him.
Yep. Got it. That is that. That is that. I don't really have any other great shots, but we might just kind of hang
The Fire
out.
Prism's going to cook the Monolith? Yeah, potentially.
Just get some shots in.
I mean, I think the Monolith is unfortunately not super useful in this situation, in this particular matchup. But at least it absorbs around a shooting, right? It means that your opponent doesn't get to to try to blast away at the Lich Guard multiple times in a row. Because if you can do extreme damage to the Lich Guard and then like let the regenerations happen and at least if some damage is stuck, they can potentially overcommit and kill it the next turn. But if there's also a monolith there that you're then not attacking, that monolith will blow up some fire prisms, especially with the Necron reroll stratagem. Protocol of the Conquering Tyrant. That guy will put out some serious damage. And with Death Rays, which I believe is what is in Josie's list. I can verify here real quick. Yeah, we have Death Rays on that thing. The monolith's damage output is incredibly spiky.
Fair enough. Nothing to do about that.
Because it has sustained D3 on a D6 plus 1 damage weapon. So it's firing, like, basically las cannons, AP4 las cannons, but they have that beam sustain effect, and they hit on 2s if it's next to the Sovereign Coronal. So if you roll a bunch of 6s, you roll a bunch of critical hits, you know, you roll 2 or 3 6s in that pod, you could potentially, like, triple or quadruple your number of shots. And just vaporize something. It's really not a thing you can leave on the table.
-4.
-4, so we'll get a massive 6-up armor save. Not saved. Kills a guy. That's okay. We can lose. Yeah, it can't not kill. So.
Yep. Next up, we will have Wraith Knight take the same shots.
So that's the D cannon platform.
Yeah,
just trying to pick up.
I'm just vaguely considering doing the reanimation strat for this one.
Pick off the Locust Destroyer.
What's we gonna need? I mean,
is the question.
There's nothing else shooting them. That's the thing. It's to maximize the chances. But I think if the Wraith Knight puts, you know what? It's CP to burn. I can spend it on this. 1 CP. I get 2d3 plus 1 wounds back because it's a minimum of 3 anyway. So we'll put him back in here.
Very nice.
Spend that now. You've not got a Vect, have you?
No, I do not.
Cool. We'll give them their best chance of not dying then.
I like it. 2d3 plus 2 shots for blast for the 2 Wraith Cannons.
Yep.
So number of shots is gonna be 3, 4, 5, 6 shots. Needing 3s unless you have any shenanigans.
I do not, sadly.
Get to reroll 1. Okay, and now we need not much, but looking for 6s. Oof. I will use my reroll here and force a 6 in, which will be a 2 that I'm going to use as a 6 with the Farseer.
Cool. Oh, is Trevi doing 6s on rerolls? Is he on this?
Is that not a thing, or?
It changes from TO to TO. I'm honestly not sure how it's rolled here.
Okay.
Yes, that is how the roll works. A reroll is a second roll, so anything
that's
you can
fine.
do with the roll, you can do with the reroll.
Absolutely fine. I'm fine however it's rolled. Okie doke. So 3 saves, and then okay. So I will have you tell me how many mortal wounds I've got
written,
before I make my saves. That is the order that goes
out
in.
of my hands.
Okay. Your number of mortal wounds coming at.
Oh, sorry, I didn't take them far enough away. There we go. I'll hold on to these 3.
Perfect. Sorry. You're looking at 9 mortal wounds.
Oof.
Okay, so that kills 3, and then I've got 3 saves. So I need to make, what's the AP for?
AP is, let's see, it's 4. Yeah, it's 4.
Yeah, the scary part is
so
after this you have Star Cannons coming in here too, so this is likely to kill the Locust Destroyers, but there is a chance.
You could always roll Snake Eyes, I suppose. Well, I've got no CP, so let's cross our fingers and hope for a not a 6. So 3 chances to roll double 1, or the squad is wiped.
Okay.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's a big loss of those Locust Destroyers. That's especially with the Locust Lord. That's a big scary unit.
Three's enough.
Almost failed to kill one.
9's definitely enough.
And there's the unit dead. That's unfortunate, chat. Sad that we lost that unit, but we still have the Lord here hanging out. I guess he could eat the Star Cannons and die, but probably not.
Might not kill him though.
Raw for the Raw Gods? Yeah.
Needing.
Indeed.
Needing 1 hit. 1 wound, -2, 2 damage.
4 pin gun, 4 armor. Takes 2 damage.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, that is my shooting. So that squad got wiped. So does that count as a unit being destroyed for the purposes of this jumping
If the
in?
Incarn would like to wander in, the Incarn can wander in.
I don't know if he wants this because this is what the Lich Guard are like salivating for.
I mean, be my guest down here. Between the Heavy Destroyers and the Crypt and the Lich Guard next turn, I don't think I'm sad about this outcome.
Yeah, I mean, I kill like what a Hexmark Destroyer with a flamethrower attack, charge, finish the Lord off, but this squad just eats him alive. Oh,
That does feel
sound
extremely
like
aggressive.
me.
The Incarn's such a good piece of technology for holding on to objectives. Just canning it to your opponent is annoying. To be fair, it does like force the Lich Guard to turn around and not deal with this objective.
The
But
last model to be removed is this one over here.
Okay, perfect.
If you want to move the Incarn in on that guy specifically.
Gotcha.
there is no Night Spinner, chat. Not a
that
single
would be
one.
little gross. I could still flamethrower those guys. I could maybe get the charge in and get engaged.
Which is pretty interesting.
Interesting, but you definitely.
Yeah, I think probably wishing we had a Night Spinner right now. Slowing down the Lich Guard is sort of imperative.
This turn.
You can heroic this turn with that squad.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going crazy. We're being.
Whoa! Okay, Incarn teleport over into the teeth of the Lich Guard unit right now. That's absolutely wild. So looking to try to pick up the Sovereign Coronal Hexmark Destroyer with a shot, and we don't have any CP to regenerate or reanimate characters here.
Because you did shoot a unit within 3 inches of it, and now you exist.
Who? This guy?
Yeah, he's within 3 of this destroyer here, so he can pop his shots
so
at
you're
the
saying
Incarn.
like you're thinking so the order of operations is because it's immediately as the unit dies, he can then shoot this. Sorry, I'm
so
kind of new to competitive, so yeah.
So it's
that's
after the enemy unit is shot, I get to shoot. So as my unit dies, you teleport in, and then your unit finishes its shooting, so I get to activate the ability. It's only 6 shots at strength 6.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like I might ship a wound. That's what I'm looking for, really. Hits on 2s, wounds on 5s. It's 1 save at AP 2.
On save AP2, we're looking at a 4-bit roll.
Yeah, it's not a great threat. Boom.
Got it. Okay.
Great success.
Nice.
We are going to
Interesting
flamethrower this guy who shot. He was in the 12.
Yep.
I'll get the shot again. It's fine. D6 plus 3. We're looking at 7.
Nice. T5.
Strength of 7. Needing 3s. Reroll 1. With Aeldari. Looking at 4 saves.
Alright. Looking at
Incarn
-1,
just
so
loves
4 up
chaos.
armor. I've got no CP, so
Indeed. 2 go through.
There we go.
Fail 2.
Fails
D3
2.
wounds.
Uh-oh.
Looking at 3, 4.
Oh, it doesn't kill
On
the
the 1.
Hexmark Destroyer, leaves it on 1.
I will just shoot them both back at you at the same time because they are identical.
Sounds good.
So 12 shots, 2s, 5s. I will take 6 of your finest 4 pin buns, please.
You got it. Fail 3.
Ooh, gets 3 damage
Okay.
in on the
2
Incarn.
or 1, I'm assuming.
Alright, well,
Damage
that's
1.
something.
Yeah,
Okay, 2, 3.
they're cute little pistols.
So I think the other benefit of the Incarn teleporting here, chat, just to be clear, I'm gonna speak for the players a little bit here. We do have engage on all fronts in our tactical selection. An Incarn charge into the Locust Lord will secure the maximum engage on all fronts. So it's not we're not just giving the Incarn away for nothing and killing a couple characters. We are going to be scoring actual VPs from that for sure.
One of the hex marks, doesn't really matter which one.
Sure.
Hits on 2s.
This is
wins
maybe the
on
most
5s.
shooting I've seen.
Oh,
with
you
these
actually need to
Hexmark
pass the
Destroyers.
charge first, actually. So as long as you don't fail the charge, you'll have 1 save.
We make it.
Lovely. I'll take 1 4 up out of you. And just needs to be outside of that inch, but I've seen you make the charge anyway.
Yep, I got a 6. We're good. Okay.
Sound. And I will...
Save, you said?
It's on 9. I think...
It's 2 VP and
But
it's a
I'm not
tempo advantage, chat. I don't know if this is like maybe necessarily the super optimal play, but in order for Josie to reliably kill the Avatar, She might have to turn around the Lich Guard brick. Maybe not after it's taken 8 damage from random Hexmark Destroyer shooting. That was a lot.
They get to charge. They make a 7.
Oh, but we're gonna heroically intervene with the Overlord. Just kidding. All right. Well, we'll see. Well, there you go. Maybe the Incard will just die to this, and then it will be unfortunate. We could see an epic duel here. Josie can't reanimate any of these characters. I think that would actually be definitely the correct play. Would be to epic duel and try to kill the Technomancer, maybe? Technomancer's easier to kill than the Overlord.
There we go. And then we can just base to base to base to base.
Yeah. At least that would be something. And then it's like questionable whether the Incarn dies here, depending on how well the Lich Guard roll. They are, I believe, wounding on 6s unless Josie pops the disruption fields.
And the Technomancer obviously doesn't either.
Okay. We get fights first.
Although she can't because she has no CP, so it doesn't matter.
Needing 5 attacks. So yeah, we're gonna do the super killy one.
Do an epic duel.
The 5 attacks.
Epic duel.
Needing.
Epic duel. No! Incarn, no!
I'm in danger!
Indeed, chat. Alright, well.
I like it.
Thought this could have been sweet, but.
5 attacks, needing 2s. Eldar shenanigans to reroll 1. Okay, strength 12.
T6.
Needing 2s. Reroll 1.
The other thing that we can do here, too, I guess, is that once the Locust Lord dies, you can then, because it's a new phase, you can reactivate the Incarn's teleport, and so you can actually pull it out of melee with the Lich Guard. They still get to attack, but you can make a lot less of them get into melee with you.
So he's currently there, but realistically it's just... Yeah.
Right about there. Agreed.
Looks good to me.
Chicanerous. Little
Cool. Like,
You'll get
silly
some
goose
of
the
those.
Incarn
You'll
is.
still get
Yeah,
some.
but you'll definitely avoid a lot of the damage there. It's fair enough. Makes sense to me. I did make a charge.
Epic duel and rapid ingress are some of the best forgotten strats. Yeah, I think that's very fair.
Then we'll get as many as we can.
Who do we hate more? I mean, these are two probably the most obnoxious factions of the game. I'm not gonna say problematic because I do think like GCR call probably is too much of a skew, but I think Necrons are close.
If I can spend time eyeing these guys up and if he lives, incredible. That's so good for me if I live this. But...
3 towards you. I think then the rest of
Definitely, I mean, Necrons are the underdog for sure, though, right? Like you gotta root for Necrons just for the fact.
Definitely don't make it.
So. Got a little bit of extra distance off the Technomancer here. It's not really going to be able to make the most use of its movement on consolidation. But we will get 5 Lich Guard attacking. I don't think that's going to do 8 damage to an Incarn.
The Overlord will get 3 attacks. He hits on 2s. He wounds on 3s because he's strength 12.
Ooh.
So that will just, I mean,
the Overlord got within an inch. Oh, just kidding. All right, well, that's
down to 2. He's got dead wounds on his side.
Okay. Yep. Just take 2.
Well, that changes the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
math a
Lich
lot.
Guard is 18 attacks. The Dream is alive, but barely. Hits on 2s. Wins on 5s. The Dream is alive. 6 saves.
Any AP?
AP enough for him, but oh my god, it's on 1 wound.
Ooh. Not even scared.
Not even a little bit. Oh, he took it down to 1.
Down to 1.
Okay, I mean, I get it next turn, but I am stuck here for another turn.
Fall back.
I think I'm going to end up falling back with these guys. Yeah, I'm going to fall back with them. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Cool.
there goes the that's the engaged and all friends confirmed. Would have loved to have seen that epic duel. I think he definitely loses the Incarn if he doesn't pull out of melee there. So yeah, it worked out, I guess, the least bad way it could have, but probably that was an aggressive play from the Incarn. Does keep the Fire Prism safe though, and that's a big deal. I even wonder if Josie didn't necessarily need to heroically intervene. Because that again, it's a huge tempo loss for
Okay.
that big, huge brick, because it's not moving towards objectives anymore. At least not quickly.
All of his wounds back. It's such a fun ability.
Horrifying. Okay.
Right. Let's work out getting these kills. I'm just gonna colour in these Tomb Blades, otherwise I'm gonna forget they're there. Never mind you.
Yeah, right.
There we go, because I need them this time.
It could be expedited by the monolith chat, but it also like just had a charge in this fire prism,
No prisoners.
So,
Assassination.
I don't know.
Which
it's not gonna be able to do now. The monolith can't even come in until round 2 anyway, so you're sort of leaving it there for a turn.
Lovely. No movement. We're gonna fall back.
So no prisoners in assassination for Josie. Oh, are you kidding me? Lucky duck. Oh my god, really? Insane. You couldn't have picked a more perfect setup of secondary support. So we're probably gonna try to knock out the Void Weaver with some incidental shooting off the side, and kill the Incarn. Score ourselves a nice 9-point primary, or 9-point secondary turn. You might be able to save the Incarn or the Void Weaver with Phantasm, but we'll see.
Oh, Phantasming out of this one, Incan.
He can try. He can try, okay? I believe in him.
Absolutely. My backs have been within 12. I am. Lovely. Right. The Transcendent Catan is going to advance. It is going to teleport. Where is it going to teleport to? I don't think I'm going to get an angle on any of your loan up stuff, not without being off the objective. The angle and hitting that solitaire, terrible. The alternative is that I just go here. Well, not there, because that's 6 inches away from me. If I'm that much in the open, I might as well take pot shots into something. And it might as well be the fire prism. If I can be on the objective, which I can. 11.9, oh, 8.6 there. Troll away, and outside of 9. Lovely. You are free to Overwatch if you'd like to.
I shall. Spend a command point. We're going to roll 2d6. This is what really matters. Number of shots is 5. Needing.
I would not have done this if you'd guided it.
Yeah, right. I know. Yeah. Needing 6s to hit. I'm gonna roll them one at a time because we're Eldar. Miss. 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 Trevi, so I had a question about this in my previous game. So can I use the Eldar shenanigans to reroll hits and wounds during like an Overwatch, for example, or does it not benefit from the shooting phase stuff? Okay,
you have not been selected to shoot.
Okay, cool. That's what I figured. So I will spend a fate dice to guarantee a hit here. We're gonna spend another 2 as a 6 because of the Farseer.
Absolutely.
Surprising.
I am T11, so
honestly shocking how many people don't know that selected to shoot effects do not trigger an Overwatch. It's actually it's not quite outright stated, but it is strongly implied by the rules commentary. But the reason for that is that selecting to shoot if something happens before you shoot in your shooting phase. So you, in your shooting phase, one at a time, you select a unit to shoot, then you go to the shooting step of that unit, and you go through all of the shooting criteria. And in Overwatch, you simply shoot with that unit. You skip the selecting to shoot part.
Yeah, Spooder can do it. He's a good boy. He's got nothing else to do.
So it looks like we planked the Catan for 2.
For a single mortal wound on the Incarn.
That's something, because at least that's damage that will stick. And then it could be that we just plow every fire prism into that guy. We awkwardly potentially could get line of sight to the Overlord here with the other fire prism, which could then linked fire the other two fire prisms. So it is possible also to shoot all 3 fire prisms into the Lich Guard with blast weapons. But whether that's worth it is probably it's probably not. It's probably worth just shooting what they can shoot at.
Here. And all 3 of them can see you. Obviously, you can phantasm.
Oh, that's true, chat.
I am a reasonable distance.
I guess you
away
could
from
shoot 1 blast and then 2 laser beams, which is less exciting.
And if you do phantasm it, I can see the Incarn anyway, so it's not completely wasted shots.
That's a good call out.
Tomb Blades can stop that. I can't stop you scoring there, but that's okay. Right, Tomb Blades are going to move 12. So this guy goes 3. 10. 12. Just have to charge it. 5 and another 7. 2, 4, and another. Well, I've got more movement than I can make. That's fine. There we go. Can't see that. Catan can shoot the fire prism. Hex marks. Probably at this point, I'm best off moving this guy this way. Actually, that's the coronal guy. He's cool. This guy moves 7 to here, just to buff up these guys and get a bit of protection. This guy is going to go this way, not very far away. Actually, yeah, he's just going to move to about there. Also get his protection from those guys. Be solitareable, but that's fine. I can just heroic again.
Chad, you can't explain Eldar technology to me like and try to rationalize it anyway. None of it makes sense.
Okay, that's
why
movement.
do D-cannon shoot through walls?
Reanimator. I mean, the reanimator can just move this way slightly. I'm buffing up these guys. It's pretty clear that's the only place he's going, so makes him a bit further away from the
Eldar are just they're just capable of anything. You know what I mean?
Shooting. Does anybody want to phantasm?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna phantasm. I think the play is the knight is gonna try and phantasm back, try and dodge you.
So using the phantasm to keep the knight safe. A little unfortunate the Locust Destroyers didn't peek a line of sight to the Void Weaver, but I guess they will just shoot the Incarn probably and blow it up. The Incarn will almost certainly die to the Hex Marks and the Locust Destroyers.
I have... That takes 1 out of range. I've still got 2 shots from there.
2 shots from the other ones. I will get cover, and let me just make sure that's within 12 of this guy, which also matters. Yeah, you're good there.
We've already made 1 of 6 this turn anyway.
That's true, that's true.
I guess it's in range for guide. That's true. So yeah, I could get 2 shots in from there, but not 3.
But if the D cannon ignores line of sight, because it does shoots like a warp thing, a weird warp rift,
right,
then how come the other D weapons don't do that? How come that's the only one that shoots out of line of sight? If that's just how the projectile works, then how come they all don't shoot the same thing?
That's fine. Yeah. 3 Tomb Blades. Go.
Eldar, defy logic.
Let them go. They hit on 2s. Hey, they wound on... What's the toughness on a Void Weaver? 6?
6, yeah.
Cool. So they win on 4s, but 6s are death wounds. So 1 mortal and 2 no AP, 1 damage saves.
2 saves, fail 1, pass 1, so 2 damage total?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. I did need not to kill it so they can charge it, so that's absolutely fine. What else do I have no choice in? The Catan is going to shoot his shots at the Fire Prism. Because, yeah, well at range there. So he has 6 shots. Okay. They hit on 2s, sustained 1. So that is 1 miss, but 3 extra hits. And this will wound on 5, because it's strength 8.
4 wounds.
Okay, AP 2.
AP 2, that brings me to a 5.
Because it's the artillery version?
Yep.
But how come?
2d3, well, a d3 damage on each.
It's the shortest range one.
6 damage, okay.
Why did they make the short range one the artillery one? That seems silly.
Nicely done, Mr. Guy. Okay, who's going to go for the kill first? The spider would like to be the one to do it. Because it's hilarious when a spider kills something this big. 2d6 shots. It is 11 shots.
Incarn about to explode and kill everyone, right?
He'll hit you on 3s. He'll wound you on 5s, but a single 6 will get the kill because it's a dev wound gun. There is 3
Whoosh.
6s. He's dead.
He lashes out, maybe. He did.
Congratulations, Mr. Spider. You've got yourself a kill.
Good job, Spooter.
Always fun.
The Incarn should be able to teleport off its own
You're
death
gonna shoot the Wraith Knight?
and then set up with full wounds remaining.
They're
You
gonna
know?
hit
You know what I'm saying?
1-2s. They don't.
That would only be
One
fair.
lethal, so that also wounds. The other one wounds on 3s, reroll in 1s because you are a vehicle or monster. So that'd be 2 5-ups. They are 6 down to 5 damage each.
We will pass.
Definitely
one.
Fate Dice one of those,
Pass
yeah.
one.
I was a little bit worried there for that.
Makes
The
sense.
casual 10 damage on a Wraith Knight would be awkward, and he makes the other one, yeah,
Understood,
easy
yeah.
peasy.
0 damage.
That's what you want to see.
That is absolutely not what I want to see. Right. Charges. The Tomb Blades are going to charge that Void Weaver because I need to get us the point.
Not much.
No, but I think a 3 doesn't. 3 won't do it.
That is just a little.
So I need to reroll that charge.
Awkward.
It's not where I want the
Take the
CP to
command
be.
point.
Oh my god,
Oh
that's
my
great.
god,
Ooh.
that's bad.
Okay, that's a 4-inch rerollable failed already. Cool.
That's just unlucky.
Okay,
Unfortunate.
that's a 5-point swing. Okay, nothing I can do about it. I do still pick up Assassination, and I kill 1 unit for no prisoners. Think, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big womp womp chap. What's
Stop
gonna
it for a
happen though?
second,
What
please,
always
and
happens,
I can pass it across to
I
you.
guarantee you, we're gonna pull Storm Hostile, or we're gonna pull Overwhelming Force, and those Tomb Blades would
There you
not
are.
give up a kill on Overwhelming Force. Okay, we didn't, just kidding. That would have been good though! So secure no man's land behind enemy lines for the Eldar. Looks like they have their Warp Spiders and Deep Strike, so that should be able to jump in the back here, get behind enemy lines. And we will secure no man's land automatically. So that's a 10-point turn for Eldar. Easy game. 10-point secondary turn, it should be.
Yeah, they will probably sacrifice themselves for that. It's pretty good in my favor. I'm going to test your theory of can 3 fire prisms full blasting into the Satan kill him. I'm going to test this theory. Alright.
3 Fire Prisms? Probably not. The 3 Fire Prisms and a Wraith
Nation,
Knight.
Solitaire, are you ready to
I
go
think it's a
yet?
good chance.
Not yet. Maybe. Maybe into these guys would be interesting.
My co-commentator's here, by the way. She might have some thoughts about this
Tan is
game.
really scary. Oh, well, first we have some other command phase shenanigans to do. So we're going to get an extra command point for Autark. We're going to roll a fate dice back into the pool. We're going to re-roll 1 with this guy. 3, okay. That's interesting. We could do this. Fire Prism scoot this way with all of his movement. This Fire Prism flies. I can ignore everything. He'll go here. Not touching that. And this Fire Prism will scoot back so he can see his buddy. I think. Yeah. Do I have a line here actually? Good to make sure. Yeah, we're good. Okay, that'll be that with those guys. We're gonna do this thing is just gonna chill there. Oh, Farseer plus harder to wound.
What are the
on
Fate Dice, chat?
Right.
A billion
2 up.
6s.
Got it.
A lot of 6s and 4s today. 4 6s, 4 4s.
That is that. That is that. That's that.
Seems nice.
I'll start to chillin'.
Yeah, that's a good Fate Dice pull right there.
Good charge here. This is really scary though. Like that's not where
Where's
he wants
Cube?
to
Do
be.
you mean Monolith, chat? Monolith is in Deep Strike. It's hanging out.
How many command points do you have? You have 1.
Monolith,
Just the one.
unfortunately, I think just gets
To
picked
spend
up
an
by
extra for that reroll
Eldar
charge.
Big Guns if it
Yeah,
starts on the table,
brutal.
so
We are going to
keep it
blitz the
safe.
Solitaire
Keep
at
it
this
secret. Keep
point.
it safe.
We are going to get a 10. That's 22 inches of movement.
Very nice.
So Solitaire is going to come
They
pick up
could
the Tomb
Overwatch
Blades.
him, but
Might
that's
dump the
about
Void Weaver
it
into the
that I have
Transcendent
here.
Catan. It does have a pretty good anti-tank gun.
Maybe more can Overwatch him. He's gonna end there.
Not gonna approach.
Yeah, I figured. I mean, you probably kill him, but it's not. Yeah, it's not a great. Doesn't feel good.
Yeah, you lose the reactive reanimation if
Wraith
you Overwatch there.
Knight is gonna probably just chill. Maybe get some vengeance over here. Okay, we'll scoot up a little bit.
Not the spider. He's a good boy.
Gotta get some vengeance for our Satan, or for our Satan. Yeah, basically our Satan. D Cannon's gonna scoot. No, D Cannon's gonna stay still because it gets heavy. That is my movement. Yeah, we'll stay there. We're going to deep strike in warp spiders back here.
Comes the behind enemy lines.
No flamers back here, right?
There are no flamers back here? Nope.
Alright. Yeah, can I get some 9s? Thank you.
Very nice. Nice clean pickup.
Spider, waiting for it.
Yeah. Spider, not so much. Warp spiders are gonna come in. Death Jester might
10
come
Infernus
in.
models, like from the like the Pyroblaster guys.
Kill here. And this is alpha objective.
Feels aggressive.
Correct?
You could also play
this is alpha. Middle
aggressors.
is omega.
Exactly, yeah.
I
Top
like
corner goes
flavor
away in
aggressors
turn 4.
with salamanders. It seems pretty good.
I don't
Although-
really care too much about.
I guess
that.
Vulcan doesn't
I
help him too much.
could- Nah, Death Jester's gonna hang out. He's not coming in yet.
Yeah, it's still
Void
worth
Weaver-
3 points.
Yeah, right. We're getting a little bit of points there, so it's fine. Okay. That is our movement phase done, command phase done, movement phase done. Go into the Houston phase. We're going to shoot the fire prism into here, into these heavy
Ooh,
destroyers.
gonna link a
We'll
Locust
use
Destroyer.
the twin-
Gun.
Do bear in mind, I've got a strat. If you shoot and kill 1 or 2, I can shoot back at you with the rest of the squad.
Okay. Oh, how does the strat read exactly, if you don't mind?
There is. I can pull up on this.
Oh, this is nice. This is
I know,
fancy.
it's so handy dandy. It is Vengeful Stars. So I need you to have killed a model, and they can shoot back at the enemy unit that just attacked me.
Okay, so we just have to do it in order of this, like this fire prism's gonna shoot
Exactly.
first.
Just don't shoot me with that front fire prism first.
Yep, thank you. Yep, got it. So back fire
sportsmanship
prism is
from Josie,
shooting,
you two.
needing 3s.
Explaining
Both
the
hit,
correct
strength
sequencing to her
of
opponent.
a
That's
lot.
very nice.
Probably
Love
Yeah,
to see it.
T6, so probably 2.
2s actually. 2s to wound. All right, that's 2 minus 4 saves.
Lovely. I will take magic 6 of armors. I will make neither of them.
6
4 wound
damage.
models. Oh, it's just flat 6, of course it is. Will it make any difference? It will not. So those 2 can die.
Next fire prism's gonna shoot its shot, same target. Get rerolls because we're Eldar.
Scarbrand to the
Hit.
Exile. Thanks for the follow, by the way.
2s.
Yeah, Josie's great.
Okay, both wound. 2 more
Love
saves.
Josie.
Nice. Pair of 6s or he dies. He's dead. Super duper dead.
So Plinks the Locust Destroyers
Nice.
off without them doing
Yeah,
any
I thought there was
damage.
Some damage to the Wraith Knight before they died there. Unfortunate.
Fate
We
dice
will
do say
have
no. I would rather not take damage. Plinks, thank you.
Final fire prism. This thing's full health, right? This transcendent Satan.
It's on 10.
That's
Took
on
2
10,
wounds off
so-
it in Overwatch, but
okay.
yeah.
He will shoot him. He will shoot. He'll shoot the spider. Actually, final answer. Spider. Final answer.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Don't like him. Needing 3s. We're not bracketed yet, I believe.
Not
Before we
racist,
get
just don't
bracketed.
like them.
Miss one. Reroll.
Don't like spiders.
Both hit.
P7, so it's still 2s.
2s. Yep. 2 saves on him.
Lovely. Pair of 6 up armors. Make neither, so it's 12 damage on my 6 up feel no pain. I don't think he lives this. He does not live this. Can he explode? He can explode. He does not. He implodes.
Okay. Gonna do flamers, I guess, into the.
It's the only thing left.
Yeah, right. So they're gonna do 5d6.
Yeah, to be fair, chat, the
We're looking at 23 shots.
game knowledge is a skill in the game, and you know, knowing what your opponent's models do is. It is an advantage that armies have that are less widely played, that they are a little bit more of a dark horse. So you're certainly not obligated to tell your opponent what can happen, but you know, it's nice when you do, especially like Eddie is here. You're probably a little bit newer to competitive play.
I get 1 armor save.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Unless your opponent asks something. If they ask you something, you have to answer. You can't hide your capabilities from them. But you don't have to explain what you're gonna do before you do it. If you do, though, that's up to you.
Okay, we're gonna shoot the Wraith Knight into the Satan.
Bring it.
We got 2d6 Wraith Cannon shots, or 2d3. Sorry, 2d3 Wraith Cannon shots. We're looking at 3. Needing 3s. All hit. Wanting 6s, I should say. I'm gonna roll all 3 of these at once, but I may use the reroll. Okay, I'm going to have to use the reroll, and I will force it into a 6. So, strength 20. I don't know what your toughness is.
11s. The 2 won't wound.
Okay. So 2 does not wound. So 1 save, and then
Sweet.
2d6.
What's the
Only
dev
one
wounds?
Wraith Knight,
That does
chat.
come before armor saves.
1 Wraith Knight, triple fire prism.
8 dev wounds are coming.
8 goes down to 4.
But you'll roll that after armor, actually, right?
3. It's fine. It won't kill me anyway. Like 2
Okay.
literally can't kill me regardless.
Yep.
And then a 4 per Invan is passed.
All right.
So down to 7.
Down to 7. We got
Oh,
the
boy.
4 shots with the star cannon stuff.
This
Not
is like
much of a
this is
threat.
the Clash of the Titans here,
Shoot
chat.
it.
It's like 2 of the most abusive models in the game fighting each other.
Miss.
This is a battle that will never end.
Yep.
The Wraith Knight will mortal wound the Transcendent, and the Transcendent will take no
Strength
damage
8,
and
so
then
just that
blink off of
6.
the Wraith Knight,
-3.
4 up.
and they will
Not
just
passed. Damage 2, down to
exist
damage 1,
this
down
way.
to no fail.
He's
until
so tough.
Judgment Day.
He's so
He's
tanky. Oh my
absurdly tough.
God.
A Wraith Knight just does 3 damage casually.
Unstoppable force versus immovable object. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, chat. Absolutely busted.
Trying to soften him up as much as we can. Yeah, decan the same target. D3 shots. We're looking at 2 shots. Both miss. We get to re-roll with 1 with Eldar. 1 hit. Strength on the D cannon is pretty good. 16, so that's another invuln save.
Nice. 4 up. Failed.
D6 plus 2. You're looking at 5.
5 down to 3, down to 1
Good.
damage.
Alright. Void Weaver is going to shoot into the Tomb Blades, I guess. It'll suck if we kill him, but I'm okay with it as well. We're going to shoot the scary version, the Focused Lance, 2 attacks, needing
They
3s.
are -1 to hit. That's all I've got.
Okay. 2 attacks needing 4s then. Eldar Shenanigans, both hit. Strength of 12, needing
2s.
2s, okay. Eldar Shenanigans, both wound.
Lovely. I will have no cover with any of them, so pair of 6s, or they are in a lot of pain.
Ninth was much better, chat. Ninth was infinitely
one
better.
dies.
1 die.
Maybe
let's
not on
just
release.
Make your charge slightly longer,
Ninth,
'cause
but
I've
I
seen
think
the
ninth on
fight.
release was
That's right, we've seen it already.
busted for different reasons.
We're gonna shoot these sheriff
Ninth on
guys.
release had a bad mission set. I think the mission set in 10th is actually very good because they've learned from 9th edition.
Yep.
But at the end of 9th edition, it was the most balanced 40k has ever been. And then Index Hammer sort of got rid of all that.
Needing 4s to hit again, because I'm -1 to hit.
Arcs of Omen 40k was probably the best 40k we've ever had.
Needing strength 6, tough.
5.
Tough 5, need 3s. And we're looking at. Ooh, I messed up, but doesn't matter. Continue. 2 -1s.
4 ups. Do I want to keep them alive? Maybe I want to keep them alive. Fail
Yeah,
1.
the cover rolls are a little problematic. I agree,
Pass
chat.
1. Well, I mean, I have to keep them alive now.
A little silly.
That one is.
They take
Disgusting
what was
sound.
ostensibly
Six.
supposed
There's
to
no
be a
point
faster
keeping
game,
them alive.
and they
There's a
wait, they
charge
like
on it.
super duper slow it down because suddenly you have to pay attention to all these annoying lines of fire and stuff. Very annoying.
We're done shooting. Yep, we're gonna go to charging phase. We're gonna charge that 5-inch charge. We got it.
Yeah,
We
early
can also
9th edition was
charge
pretty
this
good.
guy, charge this
When the
again. No, 'cause then
edition
that's-
came out, I mean, there were some like growing pains. They eroded some stuff in stupid ways. They accidentally gave Space Wolves full army obsec, which was really bad. that was a disaster for a while. They let Magnus smite multiple times too, but that was like for the first couple weeks. And then the real issue was that the missions didn't have the bottom round 5 scoring technology. So if you went first, you just had a huge advantage on primary. It was like the go first win rate was like obscene, even if you didn't do any to make any attacks in the first turn, because you would just sit on the objectives, you would score first, push your opponent off their objectives first, and they had no way to claw back. And it took a couple seasons for them to come up with the bottom round 5 scoring, but once that was implemented, it actually flipped the script pretty hard, and the game was pretty well balanced from a mission standpoint for a while. Faction secondaries got a little silly, but it was rarely too silly, and oftentimes it was factions that were already not very good had really good secondaries, which was solid.
Lines for 3 victory points, and that will be our turn.
All right, pretty solid. I will pick up my 5 points, and I will like it. All right, objectives for this turn are cleanse and area denial. I mean, area denial is fine.
Not too bad objectives for this turn.
Not an inconvenience. What
You can even we can do the thing we talked about where we can drop the monolith over here on this side and then cleanse the little deeds.
He gets 6 wounds back. He's full.
Damn it.
The Catan gets D3. He gets 2. That's not bad.
The Crypto Thralls,
is anybody else
potentially,
wounded?
assuming that the
No,
monolith can
bullshit.
knock out the Void Weaver and the Solitaire, which I think it should be able to
Very easy
do.
manage what I'm doing. Okay. Movement phase. So we need to engage as much of this as we can this turn, or it's pretty much over. Oh, the Footsier is Fortune. I thought it was good. Cool. Okay. Okay. So, not putting it down just yet, just planning it out. If the monolith drops in here, that is legal, and it can see basically the entire board. Yes.
Oh,
So
no.
I'm just going to leave that there.
We're just establishing our dominance with the T-pose in the middle.
You can have that knowledge already for thinking about
What's up, everybody? I'm a monolith, just hanging out.
Yeah, I am going to leave it there. That's A-okay. He'll have cover from the Wraith Knights anyway, because cover is dumb. Catan, he's going to go this way. Would you like to overwatch the Catan?
Not really. I don't want to shoot this thing anymore. I'm kind of done shooting it. I'm over it.
Can I clear this objective off Aina? I guess I could with...
He's got lone operative for solid.
He has got lone off. I'd have to drop snipers in, but I've got deep strike snipers that could get him. You could phantasm him, but then you're not phantasming anything else. It's not a bad bet.
Yeah, I agree, chat.
Right. Hexmark without the coronal is going to go hold this
Yeah,
objective.
this game
and
would
then
be beyond the factions that are like suffering in the bottom, which do need a lot of help. I think this game would be very good if it weren't for the top 2 or 3 factions.
This guy can move that far. I'm going to drag him back into coherency in a second, but just in terms of maximising that. These 2 can go 5. And that will be with the interests of coherency in mind. There we go. So he's only got to come back a little bit. Cost him an inch. So it's only from the base, a 5-inch charge. Never seen them failed.
Never fails that.
Never fails that.
Yeah, Custodians
Wouldn't
definitely
dream of it.
need a bit of a point
I
hike.
can get onto that objective.
And I
can
think
get
Necrons
that
are
one.
problematic too, to be fair.
I can leave you with 1, but that's... I can't really stop you from getting 1. I'm not going to assume that I make this charge because I've seen them failed. So let's just get to this side of the wall. And we need to take the objective off you after all. The hex mark is just going to make sure he is within 6.
Yeah,
So
honestly, I
within
could see
3,
like a
actually.
very minimal points bump on like
Probably.
most of the Custodes roster. Like most of their infantry, not their. You could even cut
can
the
be
bikes a
cornered, so
little
he
bit.
will
They're
have
like
to.
wildly overcosted.
It's very fun, yeah. The units just
But
get
like the
big.
most of the Custodes roster, you could probably put like
What we
all
will
their
do
units
then,
up like maybe
the
10
right, so
points,
first
5,
drop
10 points,
of
not even per
my
model,
Airforce
just per
Batrep
unit.
is going to be the monolith.
And I think you'd be probably in a good spot. The problem is they get like one too many, additional units on top of like their core bricks, which is a little bit silly.
They're 2d3. 2d3.
They end up being kind of numerous and effective, which is a combination you don't really want. The dreads need a point cut? 100%. Yeah, I agree with that.
We will force the last one to be
Yeah.
a 6 with the 6 because we're
So we don't die. 3's to wound.
Yeah, the bikes and the dreads could definitely use a
Yep.
glow up for sure.
Wound. Oof, doesn't wound.
Okay.
I hope that they don't just take the
I could
nerf
command
bat to
point
the top
reroll
factions. They
that.
actually do look at the units that are really bad.
I think I will.
Even for Eldar, right? Like you'd never play the melee aspect.
Does it
There's
have
no reason
reanimation
to.
protocols?
It does. It does. It will heal. Yeah.
It will heal, but on your command phase. So,
Exactly.
We'll command point reroll this. Need a 3. Oof. Alright, there's my bad luck. We're even. No.
All right. Okay. What we'll then do is I'll use his ability to drag the 2 Crypto Thralls over, so they can do cleanse.
The 2 more star cannons, they all miss. Just
Cool, that's fine. The 2 Cryptos are going to drop there. That is, the best line of sight limiting I can do. They can do cleanse, and the 5 death marks can drop in. Do I want to threaten the solitaire? I mean, the Void Weaver's on 4.
Chad, people are. I don't think the fact that Deathwatch are good is like a secret at this point.
Not pick it up.
They are like
to pick that up.
the one faction that's contending with the top boys for sure.
What we drop in back here?
I am interested to see whether or not Deathwatch continue to be good, or people move back to Gladius Task Force, because Deathwatch are extremely good, but Gladius Task Force is also very good, and
this side,
the Dark Angels Gladius list is super effective, and a lot of people are actually really worried that it is like significantly stronger than Deathwatch.
There, then I can poke.
It just has a level of like mid-board control that Deathwatch can't really contend with. Deathwatch don't really do.
And then these guys.
Plus flexibility. Gladius Task Force has every tool in the toolbox, which is great.
a lot of faith.
No way of making that solitaire safe from shooting, and they're all within 12. I mean, you could move him there and drag a couple of guys out of shooting range. You can move him off the objective, which is not a disaster for me. Yeah, I think I'll take that. They're going to drop there. And that is the end of my movement phase.
Okay, we got a couple phantasm choices. The monolith is towering, though. That kind of stinks.
Yeah, the monolith at this point can see basically everything on the board.
Gun range 18 or 24?
24.
That's that whole objective.
As long as it's alive, it's a big threat. It's the as long as it's alive part of it.
I think the correct answer is the solitaire here, because then the solitaire can basically confirm control over this side of the table.
Fire prism, I think, is the answer. Make that charge harder for you. Fly and infantry, they still could move through ruins, right? Like they get the best of both worlds, basically.
Exactly.
I don't think that actually makes that much harder for you.
From there, it's an 8 instead of a 5. It cost me 3 inches, but it's still an 8-inch charge. I've got a reroll in the bank.
And you get a free stratagem with that.
Yeah, I could spend a free strat and reroll if I really wanted to.
Okay, so that's one option.
You can't,
And
by the way.
Option 2 is
That's very illegal.
Move solitaire to dodge off of the point. Death marks are definitely gonna miss. Oh, I could get out at 12 maybe? What's 12 look like off the point?
Yeah, you could definitely just move back a couple of inches. And
yeah, it does feel like Blast could use a tone down, maybe. Like, even if you just say Blast is +1 if the target is like larger than a certain number, instead of being +1 based on the size, that'd probably be fine. But the units that like key off Blast a billion times is really obnoxious for sure.
Because I'm not going to shoot that one because I need to go for the charge, and if I don't get the charge, then it's really bad.
Yeah, I agree. And that's a command point. I'm down to 1 command point. And, yeah.
Oh, wait, right. Let's do some shooting. There's not an incarn, so I can order this how I like. The Reanimator is going to put his 6 shots into the Warp Spiders. He hits on 4s because he's mighty. And he wounds them on 2s because he is actually mighty. 3 saves at AP 2, damage 1.
Scary.
Oh,
AP
damn,
2, that'll
Reanimator.
put me on
Calm
5
down.
ups. 3 saves.
Yep.
Fail 2, pass 1.
Okay.
Fail 2, we'll just take, we'll take the Exarch out. He's got 2 wounds, he's the only one who has 2 wounds.
Cool. The Catan is going to put all of its shooting into that support platform. I'd like to kill that decan if I
Make it
can.
apply to the entire unit, not per weapon. Well, then you get
hits
an
on 2s.
opposite
No
problem where
explosions, but no misses.
suddenly
And
MSU
wounds
Blast
on
becomes more
3s,
effective,
so
and that's just like
8.
weird.
Okay, 4
I think just make the
AP
bonus
2.
less egregious.
4 at AP 2.
Or give you like +1 to hit or something, or like even +1 to wound, you know. It gives you like a big bonus, but not as
Looks like you should get cover. So
not
it'll be
as
5 ups.
insanely effective as
4 of them.
like tripling your number of attacks. Like when a Desolation Squad shoots a 10-man unit and
3d3 damage.
doubles its
How
attack
many was
volume,
that?
it gets a little
5?
silly.
Right.
Don't roll low.
I'll roll the first 2 and see if I roll high enough on those 2. Give me some average dice. That's 3, so I need a 3 up to kill it. That's 4 damage. That's okay. I've got some incident. I'm not going to reroll that damage now. I can just charge both of these, I think, and fit in here. Put 1 attack into the D-cannon, I guess. Fine.
2-1.
The hex mark is out of range. That's nice and easy. Right, the 5 death marks are going to shoot all 5 of their shots at the Solitaire.
What's their hit normally? It's 2 ups.
3 ups. They hit on 3s.
I'm gonna give you -1 to hit on the Solitaire.
Nice. Sitting on 4s.
It's a nice lightning fast reaction.
Okay, costing me nothing, but it's always fun.
Worth the shot.
Winning on 3s. Strength 5.
Yeah, Chad, it might be
2
just be
saves.
that
If you fail them both, he dies.
the most egregious units they could just remove Blast from. You take Blast off Desolators, and suddenly the unit's like much more reasonable.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. That's okay. The Technomancer is going to play his 3 shots at this fire prism because he can't kill it. Hits on 3s, wounds on 5s, 1 and AP 2 on the fire prism.
Uh-oh. Fails.
Take a point of damage.
You got it.
I think Desolators
Okay.
just become
With
kind
that
of
in mind,
medium
we're
without
gonna
Blast.
Greedy.
They're still playable.
How greedy are we going to get?
But I don't know if you take the huge bricks with all the upgrades as much anymore.
Oh, we're going to get fiendish.
You
No,
might
we're
just
not
take
gonna
10 to
get
kill
fiendish.
5-man enemy like infantry squads.
We are gonna put
Because
the
it's still
particle
useful,
whip
but I don't know
armor
if they're
as
like
the
this
Void
the focal point of the list.
And I'm going to put all 4 of the Death Rays into that backfire prism.
But to be fair, I think there's other things that could lose Blast to, like Zoanthropes probably.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like a bunch of those high volume units of D3 blast weapons would go kind of silly. They get kind of silly.
Void Weaver, I don't want to spend. I am going to spend.
Tulaski, thanks for the follow, by the way.
Rerolls because I need this to go through.
Okay.
So 3d6 shots onto the Void Weaver. Will be 12 of them. Hits on 2s because my good buddy the hex mark is right there. And then wounds on 4s, I think. Yes, strength 8. So wounds on 3s actually, but 6 are death wounds. So I think, what is he on, 4? I'm just going to reroll everything and look for another 6 because that'll just kill it. That is 10 mortal wounds. It's very dead.
Oof.
Does it blow up? I guess it matters. Yeah. I don't want it to, but okay, good.
Clears that out. And then the 4 big shots onto that fire prism.
Those weren't the big shots? Oh my god.
No, those were the small shots.
See some
That
6s
is
here,
1
chat.
miss, but D3 additional hits, which turn
that's
into
sustain.
just the 1. That's okay. Wounding on 3s, rerolling. Rerolling. CP, well, possibly well spent. We'll see. Reasonably well spent. That's 3 at AP4.
3 at AP4. I've got a 3-up. I maybe don't get covered depending on where you're looking from.
I think there is
You look really-
nowhere. I think you'll get covered from something wherever I go.
Okay. So 3
6-ups.
3 6-ups. Pass 1, fail 2. Damage.
D6 plus 1. So I need at least a 5-up on the first dice. That is I get 7 damage. So I need a 4-up on the second dice.
We have a CP reroll.
That leaves it on 1. I can't CP that because I need to CP a charge. It leaves it on 1. It lives on 1. Oh, that's 2 times I've left a thing alive on 1 wound. And I just can't do anything about it. I'm just shy. Okay.
Protocol of the
That's
Conquering
fine. Charges.
Tyrant.
Need to order that properly, so these guys have to go last. The
That's what gives the monolith wound rerolls there. It gets because it's next to the Sovereign Coronal. It hits on 2s. It doesn't get hit rerolls, to be fair, but it hits on 2s. It's laser sustain, which is why Josie got extra shots out of the laser for rolling a 6. And then because it's in the Sovereign Coronal aura, it gets full wound rerolls out to maximum distance. So for 1 CP, and this is actually, if Necron super heavies weren't as squishy as they are, that's actually one of the reasons that these big Chungus Necron units are actually pretty effective. Is that for 1 CP you can just 1 CP and the Sovereign Coronal, you can make them incredibly efficient at shooting. I played against a Seraptech Construct a couple weeks ago, which is actually extremely strong.
Make it.
I probably could, but I don't think I want to. And then we'll try this 8-inch charge into this fire prism. I think it was an 8, wasn't it? We measured it. Yeah. 8-inch charge.
I think it's to hold though, right? So I think you get like a 7-inch charge.
I get a 10 anyway.
You're good.
Right. Oh yeah, it's a really short charge actually.
It's just that you gotta get within an inch of the hole.
With a 10, I still can't get anybody else in. Well, I can get base to base because his base is fat. So he'll go to there, and then we'll start the grand circle around. With a 10-inch charge, that's pretty solid.
Yeah, it counts as having a character attached.
Yeah, loads of movement off that.
With the Sovereign Coronal, which is why it gets +1 to hit from the detachment ability.
The clock is on me, on you for some reason. If you want to swap it back over.
Sorry, thank you.
I'm not sure when we swapped, but
all good.
Don't really care about the Crypto Trolls. They can die if they want to. Yeah, this is why I see a lot of people taking like 2 or 3 reanimators, and I just look at them like why? Your army doesn't want to be back with your reanimator for long. It's there for the first couple of turns, and then it's gone. It's fine. 7, big old 10. 10 is really helpful. That gives me a lot of distance. Oh, get them off each other's base. Come on. Okay, do we have any more charges? The Cryptos can't charge. The Monolith is actually out of range, so it can't. Lovely. Oh, and the Solitaire fights first. That would have been a terrible idea. Now I remember.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It'll be great.
Okay, there's no interrupt CP, so we'll do the Catan first. He will get 8 attacks. I'm going to put 1 into the D-Cannon. If it doesn't die, fine. And I'm going to put the other 7 into the Fire Prism, because I really want that one to die.
Scary.
So I'll do the 1 into the D-Cannon first, because I might want to re-roll stuff on that. Hits on a 2, exploding 6s. It doesn't explode, but it does hit. Wounds on a 3, strength 9.
Oh, 6, yeah, 3.
Yeah. Okay, so it does wound. It's AP4, so it'll go straight through, and it will get at least 1 damage.
Okay, does it blow up, actually? I don't know if it
just
actually
dropped
does.
the reanimator, chat?
It doesn't have to.
You can't just cut
Okay,
it.
so we get that.
Thing's too
We
good.
then have 7 more attacks into the Fire Prism. Hitting on 2s. With 2 explosions. Becomes 2 explosions.
Yeah, you're good, Sorry, continue, sorry.
Cool. Wounds on 4s. I think it's T9 Fire
It is
Prism.
T9. It is T9.
It's only 3 AP4s, which I think no invuln at least. It's AP3, I should say. So you will get a 6 up.
I do get a 6 up. I will spend a 1 to pass one, and then I have to make 2 more. And its damage on it is what? I'm sorry?
D6. So it could kill.
Could kill with that. I will hold off on spending on a roll first and then probably spend. So roll first one, passes. Second one, passes.
Okay.
I will spend a dice just to take no damage.
Jesus.
It takes 0 damage. That's fine. It's the one that's not on an objective. It's the least objectionable of the many objectionable. Fine. Over
Yeah.
here, we're going to go into this fire prism.
There's some
Yeah.
dice. There's some dices going on right there, chat.
I'm assuming based.
Not that often that you see a Catan shard totally bounce off something.
There, like this.
They usually do a little bit of damage at
And
least.
we'll see if your Wraith Knight really does want to just leave these guys alone or not, because it's going to be interesting now. Well, I'm going to tag him as long as I get this kill.
Nuh-uh.
Right, he's not going to be in. These back guys aren't going to make it in, so he will. Can this guy get base to base? No. Okay, so these are the ones that are fighting. These 5 aren't going to make it in anyway, so they'll just
Bearded Waffle, thanks for the
move 3 and then
follow.
I'll pull him back.
So many issues making an army in TTS.
I haven't spent the free strap,
Well,
so I'll just spend
fortunately-
it for +1 strength and AP for this unit.
Okay.
If you put in exclamation point how to play, then
Well, the AP
you'll
is
find
well.
some videos on how to
So we'll do
make armies.
So that guy's he is base to base. So
use a system called Yellow Scribe. You usually use it alongside Battle Scribe, but it also works with Rosterizer now, and it can add all of your stats to your armies.
The 3 attacks from the Overlord. Hits on 2s because he's a boss. Wounds on 3s because he's strength 13 right now. Okay, that's 1 AP 4 straight through damage 3.
Damage 3, right on them.
We've then got 5 Lich Guards, 15 attacks. Hits on 2s, wounds on 5s. Okay, 4 AP 3s because the strat gives them an extra AP.
Damage on it, 2 or 1?
Just 1 each.
Alright, rolling 1 at a time. We need 4. Okay. I don't know why I rolled 2, but that's fine. Fail both. That's dead.
Yes.
Okay. Damage does not blow up. I'm sorry.
Cool. Obviously, we're going to Wraith Knight. We're going to base him because I don't want him on my objective too soon. The rest of them are going to go towards the nearest unit, which is this way. This way. Ah, love a good lag spike. It was about there. It's less far than they probably did move, but that's fine. They're all on the objective anyway, which is all I really can ask for. Yeah, they're all going to get it. Okay, over to you.
Yeah, that's usually a problem with the way that Yellow Scribe reads the output. I don't know anything about new recruit. That's the first time I've heard about it, I think. But it might be that it is the data set that they have isn't actually 100% compatible with Yellow Scribe. It also
Not with the minus on saloon now.
I know there is a problem. There is a selection limit. So if you have a big army, oftentimes you can't save it all at once. You have to save it in packets. I think that's the only issue like that I've had, though.
Thanks.
He passes them both.
Kind of what I thought would happen.
Yeah. A
Missing
heal in your
marker
command phase anyway.
drones.
It would have been interesting, but not.
Drones might not be
Oh,
spawning
sorry, do we
because
have
they
it?
aren't
Yeah.
models, right? I think is probably the issue. They're now tokens, so I don't know if because they don't have a stat block. I would assume that Yellow Scribe doesn't assign them a separate data, like a separate entity. Although I don't know that for sure.
T6. So big old 6s to wound.
1.
Cool. 3 up. Failed. 4 up. Passed.
Oh.
Okay. So I have cleansed 1 objective, just the one, which is worth 3 points. And I have successfully denied the area of the middle of the battlefield. 5 points. over to you. They're both scored,
Get a command point.
and I'll give you a 5.
Tempting target. An assassination.
Feel free to wander off the objective that won't be there next turn anyway.
Oh, it's
Tempted target, I'm definitely going to give you this one down by the Lich Guard.
You sure?
Yeah.
An assassination, also hard to do, but we'll see what we can do here.
Pretty tricky, yeah. I mean, to be honest, the Hex Monks are there. There's the Death Jester could just drop in and kill them.
A pretty interesting turn out of Necrons. One Fire Prism down, one engaged, and one towed in. So I actually think Necrons have kind of reversed the course here. They went from having a little bit of a scary board state to basically being in kind of a dominating position, largely because the Eldar are really going to have to decide what they spend their feigned retreat on. They only get a single instance of fallback and do stuff. One thing that is important to keep in mind about Eldar, and we always talk about it with Phantasm, but it also works with other stuff too, is that, you know, they have really good stratagems, probably some of the best selection of stratagems in the game, but what they don't have are ways to duplicate them. So what will likely end up happening is that one of these units or two of these units probably, either doesn't get to do too much, suffers the penalties, it gets blown up, or just, can't shoot. The Wraith Knight probably sticks in melee, but that means that the Lich Guard are safe. We could fall it back, but then obviously we're not falling back with the Fire Prism, so there's a pretty significant chance that the Transcendent Catan kills it if it doesn't fall back. And the same thing over here with the Warp Spiders. Warp Spiders in your opponent's deployment zone definitely feels pretty good, but the Hexmark Destroyers with their free Overwatch probably kill them, unfortunately.
No, nothing to be afraid of.
Nah, we're good. This guy is going to fall back. I kind of have to decide what one of these is going to fire after falling back. I just don't know which.
Yeah, drawing duds is it comes with the territory, unfortunately. You can draw bad tactical secondaries, but you can also draw like super good tactical secondaries. So, and they usually score highly enough that you can survive 1 to 2 turns of drawing badly before things get really scary for you. I think that even on its worst day, choosing tactical secondaries is still better than fixed secondaries, outside of some very specific situations.
Cool.
Nope, he's not.
Okay, never mind.
That's what I get for forgetting. We'll do this guy who jump through the wall as well. Sure. Add his firepower to the mix. That is interesting. Yeah, I think target number 1's got to be the monolith. Like, I think that has to be the first priority. So yeah, we'll have this thing. I can fly, so I can fall back over you. Oh no, I can't actually. Because I'd still have to Jesper breakout if I do that, right? Yeah.
If you, no.
No, fly. You can go over people.
Yeah.
Okay. And he will certainly do that.
I will take a quick battle shock on that Fire Prism. I don't think it'll matter for anything, but
sure.
on the off chance.
Using stratagems for sure. You got it. He's good. I got 5 primary right now. It looks like from my count. Assassination tempting target. We're not getting tempting target unless we like stomp onto that objective, kill all of them. Yeah, not likely. We do have the death mark to come in, do some shenanigans. There are guys. They only have 1 room to fight the death mark. Okay. Moved. Yeah, I think. Man, I kind of don't want these guys in combat, but they're just gonna stay there.
Yeah, I agree, chat. I think
we just stuck here for the rest of the game.
Yeah, that's just where they are now. That's their life now.
The balance is definitely in favor of tacticals, and I think it's largely because of this command point generation. I would say it definitely sort of smooths your game plan, even if you have a faction that can play fixed secondaries really well, like Tyranids, for example, right? Really, probably the best faction in the game playing fixed secondaries consistently. But that also makes them good at doing tactical secondaries, and they get a CP regen on top of that. So there's like very little reason to ever choose fixed. Maybe the CP regen should be capped or something. Like you should only get 1 per game, or I don't know, something like that. But it definitely feels like it's too much. Maybe a 4+, you get a CP or something.
Else. So yeah, so your characters are these Hexmarks Destroyers.
Yeah.
The 2 that are in there, and the Satan that I count.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Tactical is more fun for sure.
All right, cool. We're gonna go to.
But it's not for everybody. And I do agree that why include fixed as an option if it's just generally worse than tactical?
That's the scariest thing you got on the board, and we're gonna use all.
Unless you can max bring it down.
I was really hoping you'd move this Fire Prism. I was going to Overwatch it.
Oh, I figured that was gonna come. He's just chilling. That's where he is until he dies, or the Fire Prism, or that thing dies. We're gonna shoot with the wounded the wounded Fire Prism first. Needing 4s because we're bracketed. We get to re-roll because we're cheat. All right. Strength of 18.
3's to wound.
3's to wound. Re-rolling. That's 2 -4s on the monolith.
So reliable.
1 fixed, 1
tactical. I will take my big old 5-up armors in cover.
I think would just remove the downside of being able to max assassination and bring it down. I think it's actually such a buff. That's such a nerf to like Imperial Knights that I think it would be really brutal. I don't love that.
24 inches. Do we have 24? Yeah, we'll do it. Shuriken cannons.
Yeah, you never know.
3 dice. On 4-ups. With sustained. Ooh, all miss.
Okay then.
Alright. Got it. Second Fire Prism is going to we're gonna do the Guardian Squad now. We'll do the whole Guardian Squad is shooting everything into this I have to declare now, don't I?
Yes.
Everything into the Satan. Doing it.
Okay.
All the shots. Now we got 20 shots. Needing 3s. We're not going to use our reroll for this squad because we got other things we want to use. Strength of like 4. Yeah, strength 4.
6 as it is.
6s. All right. All right, we'll take that. That's respectable.
Okay. Yeah.
4 -1s.
4s into 4s. So 3 failed. Oh, 3 failed invuns. And 1 failed Feel No Pain. Takes a point.
Yeah. Got him. He's pretty much dead. Farseer's gonna shoot his D6 attacks. 3 attacks.
If extend battle lines was a fixed objective, fixed objectives would be busted.
Hit, I believe, with the psychic power, right?
That objective is nuts. That one's like an auto secure.
Strength.
I think what they wanted to do is get away from the ones that would like passively complete at 20 points basically without any input, and that's one of them. You just feed 1 unit into the middle every turn and get 5 points. Like, okay.
Right, we haven't used our reroll, so we're gonna use it now. Hits. Doesn't wound. Reroll. Wounds.
Does wound. 4 up invent is not passed. Do I want to reroll this? No, I'm keeping the monolith going as far as I can. Bring it on.
D6 plus 2, I believe, is the number. So 7 wounds.
7 down to 4. Solid damage. And I feel 3 of it. Down to 4. Can might die here.
Okay.
Oh, but now you get to choose.
Yeah, now we have
it's vulnerable.
Choices. Well, we're gonna have the Autark. He's gonna shoot his missile launcher. Do the heavy profile shot.
And monoliths aren't that popular, chat. You see them occasionally. Josie, I think, is kind of spearheading the monolith play.
He's old enough.
Just a big deep striking Titan that can like shoot something to death the turn it comes in is pretty valuable though. So
is going to shoot.
And it's a profile that some armies just can't deal with, so it's not that bad.
The big cannon into him and the shuriken cannon into him.
The cheek of it. All right.
Yeah. That's how confident we're taking both out. This one's shooting. All right. Well, actually, we can't kill the monolith, but you know what I mean. Needing 3s on the monolith. Both hit. 3s again. Reroll 1. 2. -4 saves on the monolith.
All right, 5 ups. Fails 1. Fails 2. That
Yeah, honestly, I
is
wish
okay.
New
The
Orders
Wraith Knight
was
still has to decide
repeatable.
where he's shooting. So down a 2.
The fact that it's once per game, I think, is problematic, and some of the objectives need to be able to cycle. There's some of them that you're like, when you can't score it, you just get wrecked, and you're like, well, this sucks. But to be fair, like, I don't know if that's any different than fixed sometimes. You can draw bad on tacticals, but if your opponent just like screens out your behind enemy lines and you just don't score anything for fixed, I feel like
it would really only
it's
be
easier to prevent fixed from scoring.
You reduce it and then take devastating.
Exactly.
Brutal.
So you.
He's not a good candidate for that. Okay, you can't see.
Yeah, bring it down
That's nice.
needs a like a fail state for sure.
That
was just bad.
Okay, we'll have Wraith Knight shoot.
I think they honestly assumed that everyone would take vehicles, so it would always be on the table, but that's not always the truth. Not always the case.
We're gonna do
Sure.
2.
He'll get 5 up armors or 4 ups against the Star Cannons.
Yeah. And you just have to fail one of those, but tough, like 12 on it, right?
T14.
T14. It's a big.
He's a chunky brick.
He's a chunker. Okay, we're gonna do.
Vehicles are very
I
good.
can split this up and
they definitely made a big push to make vehicles super strong this edition, and I think for the most part succeeded.
It is with a point system.
All right, we're gonna do 1 Star Cannon, 1 Wraith Cannon, 1 Star Cannon.
Oh, the split fire chat? Are you kidding me? So greedy. The absolute greed here of this Wraith Knight.
So we'll do the. I think I want to kill the Satan more, so we'll do that one first. So D6, D3 attacks. We're looking at 3 attacks.
Good start.
Needing 4s because I'm in combat.
Yeah.
Get 1 through. I will use my re-roll here to wound. Okay, did not. Yeah, did not wound. Or did not hit. Strength 20, needing 2s to wound.
3s, T11.
Ooh, I will use my re-roll to wound. And what I would need an 8 damage to kill him. That's crazy.
Need more than 8, my guy.
Alright, we do wound.
Now, this is
so
so greedy. I've never before beheld such greed. You need 16 mortal wounds with devastating to get through this Transcendent Catan right now, because you'll be halved, and then half of them should get removed by the Feel No Pain.
we use my reroll to hit. Strength 8, tough.
11.
Does not wound.
Yeah, T11's very annoying.
Shots into the monolith. 2 shots. Sweet.
Come on, big guy. The rerolls are all spent. We can do this.
Rerolls are spent. Yep, rerolls are both spent, but we do have our dice.
How's the Space Marine 2 video doing
really
metrics-wise? I haven't looked in a while, but not great. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Not needing 3 up.
When I don't talk about Warhammer 40k, people tend to fall off. But sometimes I want to talk about something that I care about.
Okay, 5 up or die. 5 up or die. 5 up.
Oof. I should have plugged it. I was being greedy. That's what I get for being greedy.
Ooh, so Monolith is on 2, Transcendent on 4.
That's really not good. That was a greedy play by me, for show. Okay, we're gonna do the Autarch will shoot into the monolith to try and finish it. He's got a Reaper launcher heavy, did move, so need a 3 to hit the monolith. Misses, he reroll himself, hits.
Catan will just be D3 right now.
Wind.
It's slowly regenerating because it's not near the reanimator, so
I think
it is still vulnerable, but we are kind
I
of
should've
running
spent
out
it
of
on
things
the
to deal with
Wraith
it.
Knight.
Hey,
That's me being too greedy. I think I have to.
Mr. Robo Shark with a 101 bits. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's 4 upper die. That's pretty grim.
Yeah, I think I do that.
Oh, 3 upper die, sorry, I should say, because I've got cover.
Yeah, we are in a low news cycle. I talked about it on stream the other day,
Drive
but
me closer. I want to hit them with my sword.
Really don't want it to die.
part of it's because we're in
That
between
is past,
two
okay.
balance slates and codexes, right?
Dead.
So
Okay.
between right now we're 2 weeks away from a balance slate and we're like 3 weeks away from a codex. So we have this like 2-week period of nothing happening, and then it's gonna be like data slate, codex, and then like the new codex cycle is gonna start. So it's gonna be insane like mid-September. But for between now and probably the first week of September, there's like nothing going on. I think I'm gonna do a road trip next week, chat. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of time and go hang out, you know, just sort of vibe for a bit,
Not my boy.
rather than worry about 40k until the data slate comes through.
We are going to say it has what profile? Just sustained hits.
I might even hit up like a GT on my way, chat. I think that could be fun. Do a little bit of a GT recap
Yeah, sustained hits 3.
next weekend, maybe.
3 attacks.
Post some content,
Eating-
record some games. Could be fun. I do have, I haven't really talked about it too much, but I am doing a road trip down to Orlando next month, or the month after next, in
11.
October. The Crucible team actually asked me specifically to come out and stream their event, so
Nice.
I'm going to be going down there with my whole rig and doing some content, which should be fun.
And Fiona Payne doesn't pass another. Drops another wound. Down to 3.
Katana almost down.
Okay. That does not.
Armored Core is
feel
good.
Great still. Warp
It, like,
starters
I don't know.
and not shoot
The
too
gameplay
much.
videos that I saw like really didn't intrigue me, but maybe I just didn't
Um,
see it correctly. I don't know.
yeah,
The trailer
maybe-
looked very cool, and then the gameplay looked nothing like the trailer, and I
we're
was like,
gonna go
okay,
to
well,
Charging phase.
okay.
Dude, are we really about to charge this Satan, bro? This feels horrible, but I think
I mean, you can't kill the whole unit
you can't kill them all, right? Like that's
unless
that's
you're really looking at my sustained hits, which is unlikely, but
Yeah, LVO is actually, and one of the reasons it's in Las Vegas is that airlines usually
Earlier.
discount flights to Las Vegas because it's such a big tourist destination and it's so hard to get to any other way. So, like Las Vegas, I believe itself gives huge incentives to airlines to provide cheap flights. So it's actually one of the easier, in terms monetarily, one of the easier cons to get to. Once you're there, things are expensive,
yeah, if
and it
On
usually
average,
takes a
it's
while
8
for most
hits.
people. But
7 or 6 wounds, I don't kill the unit. But I could it could spike and get like 12 hits. It would be very unlikely, but
Yeah, I think we do that charge. It's not a great play. It doesn't feel good at all. But I think if I kill the Satan, that feels very good. So
That's
I
fair.
think we're gonna do that. Yeah. So Guardian Squad's gonna charge.
in for a 4, that's a big 9.
I've been really in for Remnant 2. I played mostly through Baldur's Gate so far, but Remnant 2 has been my other one. That game ended up being kind of insanely fun.
I don't love it.
It's just a Souls-like, but it's a third-person shooter instead of like
I mean,
a melee
as you already
combat
said,
thing.
like, it's not as if the whole objective is worth anything. So,
Exactly.
Now I wonder, Josie's got one command point here. Assuming that she survives this Guardian Defender charge, which, I mean, let's be real.
Can't go in.
There's like no way they kill this Synthetic Katana. That'd be insane.
It doesn't have fights first, right?
I wonder if we see an epic duel here to try to punch out the Farseer and remove Fortune and the auto 6th Fate die. So that we still have natural 6s in the bank. Those Guardian Defenders have been keeping the Fate dice pool pretty
10
topped off.
With those guys.
I actually think we probably could have been
And
Fate
look at
dicing
this
more
one.
things.
danger!
The heavy weapons.
Yeah, chat.
Close weapons.
We probably could have been Fate dicing more
Oh,
often.
nice.
That's gonna
Big
be
with the
cool, yeah.
number of Fate dice that this
Alright,
army has
11
with the
attacks.
defenders in it. They just generate Fate dice over the course of the game passively.
Does the Farseer have a better weapon? That's the question. I don't think he does.
Does the
Surely.
Farseer do in combat? We can take a look.
Oh, now's the fun question of which one did you... Actually, it doesn't matter which one you... Oh, it does matter which one you picked, yeah.
I'm
Different
pretty
dice
sure I
roll
have
thing.
I'm pretty sure I have the Witchblade. I will just double check my list real quick. I'm 99% sure it's Witchblade, which is not what I want, but it is.
Not in melee now.
Not in the melee, but I'm 90% sure it is. So just double check it.
Yeah, so it looks like we're...
Farseer is armed
just-
with the Eldritch Storm, Shuriken Pistol, and Singing Spear.
Oh,
it
that's
does have
fair.
the Singing Spear. That's
So it
good.
is a 3 damage melee weapon. Only strength 3 though.
Yeah,
is the
we'll
problem.
save the rerolls to hit for now. That'll be those hits, needing
Sixes.
sixes.
Very much sixes.
Yeah, sixes all day. One save.
Okie dokie. That's 4 up save into a 4-up save.
Oh, got
It
one
does
with the
take the damage.
defenders.
Can the Farseer finish
Oh
this
man,
off?
is the dream alive?
Yeah, it could die.
No
I
way.
don't want to die to this speed.
Alright, yes, this is what I want. That's what we're here for. Need 2s.
2 wounds left.
Now need 6s. I'm gonna plug one.
So one is
I'll
fate
roll one
dice.
first. Let's roll one. Alright,
Ooh.
plugging one. We're plugging one in.
Alright, 1 save that will become 2 damage if it does not get made. It is saved.
Oh,
Okay,
lame.
okay. It's fine.
That
Oh.
is a save. That was a little scary. That would have been
technically,
embarrassing.
let's do the right ordering. The guys into the Wraith Knight are going to go first. I don't actually
Do monoliths
care
block
about
line of
punching
sight?
it.
Not really. They're off the ground. You can actually kind of see it here, chat. They have a flying stand underneath the base. So they are they're usually like an inch or so off the ground, so you usually trace line of sight underneath them. So they don't really protect anything. It's a big downside of true line of sight in 40k. I mean, like, oh shocker, the true line of sight discussion is back, but it's sad that your big huge tanks like almost never block line of sight because there's some like 1 iota that you can trace line of sight through them.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I would rather not fight with these guys and just put OC11 on the objective. There we go. 2 Lich Guard and the Technomancer.
You got this.
The 2 Lich Guard. 5 hits. Winning on 6s. 1 at AP 3. AP 2 even.
We're good.
The Technomancer, 2 attacks on 3s.
Yeah, it's true, chat. Yeah,
Well,
I think if
sixes.
the things could have got much better if the Wraith Knight had just plowed everything into the Transcendent Catan for sure. Not to mention that Assassination is the pull for Eldar this turn too, so that would have scored Eldar 5 points if they'd killed the Catan. So things are looking down for our Elfie boys today.
8 attacks. Here we go. Needing 3s, rerolling 1 to hit. Needing 6s, rerolling 1. Nah, 1.
3, no.
Yeah.
4, no. Takes the damage, we'll heal it in a second anyway.
No, he's dead.
I've got 4 attacks back over there because it's irrelevant now.
Yep.
Wait, is it 4 attacks? I've already forgotten what his profile is. Yes, 4 attacks. 2 hits this time. 2 wounds this time. AP is 0.
3 up save.
Boom.
1 dead. Black.
Way to go, Reanimator. Proud of you, buddy.
Lovely.
I'm surprised we didn't see a fallback there.
Right.
Just
Wraith
to take
Knight
this objective.
can hit back next.
It's actually kind of shocking.
He's got
Because the Hexmark Destroyers are only OC1, so 2 Wraith Warp Spiders steal that. Although, actually, I don't think
Those
home
all
objectives
hits,
score
reroll this
this game,
one.
so I don't think it matters.
All of them hit.
Nice.
Oh,
Balls to
yeah,
wind.
they don't score, so just kidding. Doesn't make a
Roll
difference.
1. Okay. 3 armor saves. -1.
I'll take them on the Cryptus rolls first. 4 ups, passes 1. I'll just make sure. Right. So that's 1 set of 2 damage on 1 Cryptus roll, who does die, but will get back up in a moment. But
He's dead for now.
he'll only heal D3, so he might not get back up on full health. Right, and then the big Catan, 8 attacks. I'm going to spend the CP for Epic Challenge, and we're going to put
we're doing
wounds
it!
onto that Farseer first.
Okay.
Hits on 2s, exploding 6s. So the 2 misses turn into 2 hits.
Okay.
Wounds on 2s. That is 8 saves. The Farseer can take them first.
8 saves on the Farseer. Alright. Is it precision, or does it just say How
I've
does that
been for
work?
epic challenge, so I can. It gains precision. Yeah.
Gains precision. Okay, okay. So yeah, 4 ups. Fails the first one, probably dies. Damage.
D6. He's got four wounds. That is a 6
Ugh.
damage. Okay.
Dead.
So kills him and then kills.
Oh my god.
Defenders with AP3.
Get out of here, Farseer. No more Farseer for you.
I am stuck in combat.
Yeah, got you. All right, 7 dead.
Now, to be fair, also, the Transcendent Catan could shoot itself out of combat
Yeah.
potentially as well. Farsi this.
So it should be. It's to you.
Yeah, also, I don't think we fate diced there, right?
Alrighty.
We could have fate
I did
diced
not
Let's do
get
some-
assassinate
if only to
or
keep
something.
more Guardian Defenders alive.
Do
Because
I
if you
pitch either for
each
command?
save that the Farseer makes is another Guardian Defender that survives.
Nope, you're good.
So that you could try to push that as far as possible. A little bit unfortunate.
That makes sense. I'm
Yeah,
very
okay.
much not going to give it to you easily.
Never getting that one.
All right, chuck it over. We'll do some.
Yeah, so
healing.
the way precision's kind of funky, and I actually talked about this in my video about characters last week. You assign saving throws one at a time. So the attacker can just say, you know, I would like to because the attacker then chooses the target of the saving throw. The attacker can just say, I'm going to keep assigning saves to the character until they die. It's not like spelled out in the precision rules, but it's the interaction with how the core rules actually work. Normally the defender would do that, and they would be like, I'm going to take it on this guy, he saves. I'm going to take it on this guy, he saves. You know, to go through the whole process. But because it's the attacker, they could just be like, well, I'm going to keep assigning to the character until I can no longer do so, which is normally when they're dead or you're out of attacks. Reanimating.
Movement.
Monolith back up to 3, transcended up to
Don't
5.
need to move
Ugh.
the death knell.
The max 3 on
Oh,
the,
yeah, very
on the
much battle
Catan.
shock on the monolith. A 5. The monolith fails, which means no strats. That's.
Didn't guard or defend.
The CP to auto pass, then he.
They're not even guarding or
CP to
defending
scrap.
their objective.
So it's fine. No wound rerolls on the monolith. And the Catan can fail. Does not fail on a double 6.
Yep.
Okay. It's alright. I will this turn pick up 10 primary.
Necrons? Yeah, I think also the
Hex marks go this side.
the
of the wall.
double whiff on secondaries that turn. Not killing the Catan was huge. That undercommittal from the Wraith Knight, I think maybe swung this game, because that's 5 points that the Eldar are not going to be getting. That's an objective that's stuck in their deck, and they scored 0 on secondaries. So we're looking at, you know, what? We're just gonna. We got behind enemy lines, defend stronghold. Necrons just have to defend their stronghold. That shouldn't be too bad if they put maybe both hex marks on it and can kill some warp spiders. Yeah, I think all we have to do is fall back in here and just hopefully blitz the warp spiders with the hex mark destroyer so that they can't take that objective. Necrons have tied it up. They can go to the lead here if they complete defend stronghold. Behind enemy lines is actually even scoreable with the Crypto Thralls as well, so they actually will, yeah, start to push up the score. And Eldar, without utility units and with like this kind of brick of Fire Prism sitting in the back here that's kind of not doing anything, don't really have a great way to come back. But they do have all these characters in the Necron backlines that are not really being dealt with. There's a Death Jester just chilling, mortal wounding people. There's a Solitaire. Oh, we're going to charge the Crypto Thralls, not just advance them? Interesting.
Catan is going to stay exactly where he is, because he is getting behind enemy lines for something.
Each one wounded Catan reanimates is effectively reanimating 8. Yeah, that's exactly correct. That's the way you have to think about it. A Catan shard starts the game with 96 wounds. If you have the ability to get through 96 toughness 11 wounds, then you can kill it. If you can't, then you can't. And it is a little bit different. That's only the case if you have multi-damage weapons. 1 damage weapons will actually tear that guy a new one pretty hard. I think the most effective unit against him is like Thousand Suns Flamers or something. They're just like full of reroll, billion 1 damage attacks. But you still have to get, what, 48 through?
Yeah. That is movement done. Most of my stuff is standing
Yeah,
still.
no
Does
spinners
anything
is a
want to
downside too, chat.
phantasm?
Yeah, we're gonna phantasm because turn 4 this objective goes away, so I don't care about it anymore. So we will phantasm. You're outside at 12 right now, right? Yeah, okay. We'll phantasm.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, gonna be a little cheeky and aggressive here. Intention is that you can't see him, but I need to probably get down.
Monolith can definitely not see him.
Need to
Pistolia
kill
definitely
an army to
can.
kill him? I mean, in some cases. There are some armies that straight like
He
simply
needs 12
can't.
anyway, doesn't he? So
And it just gets to live there,
I think he'll make the challenge.
which is problematic. I mean, it's a super busted unit, honestly.
Okay. Shooting. There's not much of it. The reanimator is going to put 6 shots into those warp spiders.
Okay.
He's going to hit on 5s now because he's locked in combat. 2 hits. Look at him go. 2 wounds. He's strength 6. AP 2.
Alright, you need 5 ups.
Hey.
One dead.
Gets 1 more. That's
Well, that's a big deal.
enough that you can't out OC. Oh no, you still can out AC me. I'm OC 1 with a hex mark. Cool. Who else needs to shoot? Let's try. Right, the 5 death marks are going to try and kill that fire prism. 5 shots. They are hitting on 2s because they're heavy. That's 4 hits. They will wound on 5s. It is 2 wounds at AP 2, I think. AP 2, damage 2.
AP 2, so we're looking at 5 up save, huh?
2 5-ups or die.
Alright, first 5 up.
Nice. Picked up a fire prism with snipey rifles. Pew.
Okay, nice.
Haven't really been in the stream in a while. Loving the YouTube vids though, Trevi.
Chubbles, thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate you. By the way, if you have been missing the stream, I'm finally going through my backlog of VODs. It's been a little while since I put VODs up because of the invitational, but I have like 3 weeks of VODs to go through and put on the replay channel. Exclamation point replays. I'm gonna have them staggered over the next couple weeks. I'm gonna have tons and tons and tons of games up there. So if you want some hot and spicy TTS content, there's gonna be a lot up there.
Can't CP reroll anything because he's battle shocked. 3 wounds, AP 4. You will get cover for definite.
So 6 ups. 3
Yes.
becomes 6, yep. Oof, that's rough. Roll 1 at a time. Fails the first one, damage.
Looking for a 5-up. That is a lag, 4 damage.
4 damage, okay. Second one, rolling, fails.
Okay, that becomes 2 damage, down to 6.
I think we spend a dice here. Much of this kind of stinks. We want 1, yeah, we'll pass it. Alright, you pass
Cool.
the last one.
I've got my 3d6 last shots from the particle whip.
Yep.
But without wound rerolls, it's a lot less good, but it is still 9 shots.
-1 to hit still.
Yeah, so hitting on 4s, winning on 5s. Yeah. Literally can't kill it. Especially not with that. Okay. That's a-okay. The hex mark, I guess, will put his 6 shots into it.
Yep. He's still -1 to hit.
Absolutely. So hitting on still 2s because he's BS2 and he's led by himself.
Oh, his aura counts himself crazy. It's so strong. I love
They
it.
all hit. They wound on 5s. 1 whole wound at AP2.
We do fail. Did 2 damage?
Just the 1.
1 damage, alright.
Yeah, the pistols aren't great, but they are good enough. The 1 Cryptothrill that's in range is going to shoot it. 2 shots, hits on 5s.
Get him.
Does hit you once, wounds on 5s. No,
And that's
okay.
with the -1 to hit, yeah.
Yeah, it would have been 4s otherwise.
Yep.
Catan is going to. Are you going to burn the CP for this? Yes, I am. Catan is going to burn the CP. He is going to reroll all of his wounds into that fire prism.
Okay, he's -1 twice, but only -1 counts. Yep.
Exactly. So 6 attacks, hitting on 3s, exploding 6s. Okay, so 1 real miss because the other one gets exploded.
Agreed.
Wounds on 5s, re-rolling. Okay, I wish I hadn't spent the
Oh
CP.
my god, look at that shot from this Catan.
Forward
This
18.
Catan not only is tanking the world, but it's also just killing everyone. Holy crap.
Fail T5S2.
Oh god, 2d3 damage. Looking for a 5. So this needs to be a 3 up, okay? This needs to be a 5 up. You can go 1 left
4
again.
damage. But you need to charge the Cryptid Thralls. I guess they could charge the Guardian Defenders, but that's a longer charge. A 1-wound Fire Prism is perfect. It's perfect.
Okay,
It's exactly what you want.
That is...
Those little Cryptid Thralls are gonna get it.
Yeah. Charges. The Cryptid Thralls are gonna go for that 1-wound fire.
Yes. For glory.
Okay. They make a 9-inch charge at least, so,
So-
they're gonna get behind enemy lines.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
there you go.
overwatch him, but we'll see what happens. Don't love
That's what
it.
they'll be if they don't die.
Let's see. Do I do the how much do they have?
Overwatch from the
2
prism.
wounds each?
2 wounds each with a 4 up, feel no pain.
I think I have to go the blast form, where I get 2d6 shots. All right, 2d6 shots. 10 shots. That's pretty good.
Nice.
I'm rolling 9 of them right here. I'm gonna save 1 to see
Cool.
if I
Yeah, yeah, just give yourself the option.
Ugh,
Yeah, you're gonna want that.
I don't even want to. Actually, I don't think I will, because it's not worth it. Yeah, because I can't kill both of them with 1 shot.
That's true, I'd have taken your Auto 6 away now.
Yep. So that's good.
Yeah, might as well.
Cool. Do you want to
I
roll the
guess-
one normally?
Yeah, there's only one
well,
6
actually,
available.
you know what?
To
I do have
cannon
a
to
shuriken
shoot with.
cannon as well to shoot.
That's true.
All right, we'll make it hit. We're doing it. We're doing it live. We hit with the 6.
Definitely, I
shuriken
think
cannon,
save that
D3
for the
shots,
cannon.
3 shots.
Shuriken cannon profile ends up being better because it
Use a
sustains
6.
one.
Actually,
I
we
believe.
should use a 6 here. Actually,
Surprising.
So I'm gonna roll this last attack for the gun normally.
Yep.
Misses. Now,
Cool.
2 shots with the shuriken cannon. We will use a 6 to hit if we don't hit with either of these.
Nice.
Cool. I will still use a 6.
Ooh, that's big. 4 hits on the Cryptid Thralls.
So using a 6 here as well, so 2 hits. That's a total of 4 hits, because sustained hits, right?
Is a shuriken cannon? Yes.
Yep. So that's strength 6, tough,
Or 3 to inch.
3 is to wound. All wound, -1.
Very nice. Very easy.
I would be scared of Cryptid Thralls too.
Have they got any CP? Oh, I've rolled them now.
Might be the most terrifying unit in the game.
2 fails. They are 2 damage each, so I need to make at least one of my 4 up fail no pains. The first 2, okay, takes 1 wound off a guy and then kills that guy.
Yep.
Fine, it's still 1 guy. I just need him. He's a good boy. Right, that is.
Watch the tank die and explode and like kill him, and then deny behind enemy lines. The max behind enemy lines.
There's not CP for an interrupt, so I'll do the 1 guy into the fire prism. He's gonna be a hero. 4 attacks. Hits on 4s. He hits 4 times.
Ooh.
Wounds on 5s. He wounds like one
One
time
time.
at AP 1, I think. AP 1.
I will spend a dice to make him.
Aw.
Just ruin his fun.
My hero. Okay. That's actually my only charge, so you go first with the stuff that didn't charge.
Yeah, so I think the one that matters the most is probably these guardians who are about to get smushed. So yeah, the guardians will go 4 attacks. All hit. No wounds.
Okay. I will roll the very few attacks from the Lich Guard because I'm still not leaving this objective. So 2 Lich Guard, 6 attacks on 2s and on 6s. Nothing. 2 attacks from the Technomancer on 3s and on 6s. 2 hits. No wounds. That's fine. Nice and easy. And then Wraith Knight can give it a go. If you want to.
Well, guess I'll do the 2 warp spiders.
Oh, that's true. I keep forgetting these guys are here.
Yeah. Don't forget about them. 3 hits, needing 6s, nothing. I get to reroll 1. Let's see. Strength 3, nothing.
Cool. Let's do the Catan. 8 attacks. 2s, they all hit after explosions. 2s, he kills 5 of them.
There's only 4.
Which is just enough.
Oh,
I guess
Catan
I
shard.
will tag into the fire prism?
Look at
Sure,
him
why
go.
not? We're tagging into the fire prism.
This freaking thing, dude.
Hello, fire prism.
He hasn't attacked it either, so he could.
Eldar very quickly running out of models
Watch
here.
out.
It's true. It's true.
We'll do Fire Prism next. Onto the Crypto Thrall. 3 attacks, needing 5s. All miss. Reroll 1. Nothing.
Okay.
And I think
Reanimator.
Yep.
4 attacks. 1 hit. Wounds on 3s. 1 wound. AP nothing.
Okay. We're good.
Nice.
Big guy's gonna swing into the squad. He's got a 3-up weapon skill, so we roll 1 of these misses. Strength 8. 1. One more save, I'll think. -1.
Nice. Take it on the crit roll. Fails it. And doesn't die. Takes a wound, which he'll heal in your command phase.
Yeah, chat. Crypto Thralls are nuts.
Okay.
Okay, that's all the combats. Nice.
Might be one of the best
will
units
pick
in
up
the
enemy
entire game.
lines for 5, and I'm still working on defense stronghold. Pass it across.
Okie dokie.
So defense stronghold is potentially blockable
Mission.
if the warp spiders
Get
can
my
get to
command
this objective and survive the Overwatch.
We got deploy teleport Homer.
So that's big. Teleport Homer. Unfortunately, not quite as good, but you can feign
Could be the
retreat
Solitaire's job.
the warp spiders to have them complete it. If they die, then that Overwatch gets really hairy. Yeah, 40 points for basically a unit wide 4+ field no pain is kind of nuts. They also have a gun, so if the unit doesn't normally have a gun, they give one to it, so they can let it advance and do actions because you can use the assault strat on it.
Yep, this is interesting.
They're just like the amount of utility you get is
killed all your
nuts.
stuff.
You killed all my stuff too.
Yeah.
I don't think
Been
Fire
really
Prism
exciting.
falls back. I think it's scared to fall back here. Let's just Overwatch it.
I definitely could.
It's only got 1 wound. I would Overwatch it if I was you.
I would overwatch a 1 wound fire prison.
Wraith Knight.
Actually, before you roll it,
Battle
Battle Shock.
That's true.
Yes.
Good point. Good point.
Might be even less likely to fall back. He does
6
pass.
does pass, but
Okay.
we will fall back with the Wraith Knight. Do I have the thing on?
The Crypto Thralls just have a feel no pain chat. It's just on their data sheet.
Such a good ability.
We could pull up the data sheet real quick here. For some reason, a lot of the Canoptech units got like a sub theme of 4+ feel no pain, which I think is supposed to be their nano scarab regeneration is representing.
In fact, I won't
But it's super busted. The Reanimator also has the same thing, and it just makes these like Necron support units basically impossible to interact with. I mean, we saw this guy, right? You just get eat a warp spider unit, take very little damage, heal all of the damage, and then fight them to death. And it's a support unit that's meant to heal your guys. It's a little crazy.
Too good at rolling. I base you. I guess it's just something we have to live with. So he will end outside of 1. Trying to charge you through the wall would be the plan with him. You know, that way you can't overwatch him because you can't see him. Would be a plan. But I'm probably going to overcharge you too much. Yeah, paid a command point already. No, I did not pay a command point. Okay.
I know, I said don't take the command point off because your Orthox still alive. You gave yourself the extra.
I think I did already, but okay. It doesn't.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah, I think I did already.
You'll know better than me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I only had one command point at your turn. Because I
Nice.
couldn't combat interrupt. We looked at that.
Of course, yeah, true.
Okay. All right. Let's not be so greedy this time. Let's be very focused. We don't have a 6 anymore. That stinks. I got some saves in us, I guess. We'll do that there. That does that. Kills that. Guaranteed. Right? Not guaranteed. Oof, we got punished last turn for sure. Oh, Death Jester wants to move a little bit. He'll probably just move to here. Oh, I don't have this thing. Death Jester's movement is 8 inches. Perfect. So he'll just jump into here.
Nice. I don't think we need deployment zones anymore. Just whack those off for now.
Yeah, that sounds good. We really want to kill that and deploy teleport homers. I could have what's his name deploy the teleport homer. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I don't disagree, chat. Eldar
Very
played
risky.
so aggressively,
With the Orthox?
and I think
no,
they
the
played very
solitaire.
aggressively. They played a little greedy.
Oh, it's also definitely good.
You know, stuff like that split firing the Wraith Knight, for example, was
I could go to here.
unfortunately hurt him quite a bit. But that's why they say, don't split fire. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Just attack normal.
No, the Orthox
Everybody,
is
all of the
inside
guns at one
range.
thing.
Never mind.
Solitaire will go there just in case I decide to. Well, no, it doesn't matter. I can't deploy them. Final answer. Okay. We're going to shoot the fire prism first. Yeah, we're done moving everything. Autark can move, actually. He'll move 14 inches. Man, we really want this Satan dead. Okay. We will do shooting phase. We're going to shoot the Wraith Knight first, I think, is what we want to do.
Did we
He
not
will
feign
shoot
retreat
his
the Warp
both Wraith
Spiders?
cannons
Whoa.
and both Star Cannons into the Satan. We're not playing
Nuts.
around.
All right, bring it on.
They were
That's so surprising.
too
Just
risky
letting
last
deploy
turn.
teleport
Alright,
hammers life
2d3
fallow. Yeah,
shots.
I think this
3 shots.
Wraith Warp Spiders
Yeah, 2 shots.
also had the potential to really swing this game from a scoring perspective. Like, they're the one utility unit the Eldar have available to them to score these tacticals, and they're just not using them. They're just sitting in combat with a reanimator and slowly dying, and it's not really getting any value. I might have literally forgotten about them being on the other side of the table.
4s because I'm in combat.
4s because you're in combat. Yep, 4s to hit. I'll roll one at a time. Hits. Second one hits.
Yeah, I agree,
cool.
chat.
Nice.
If
Um,
either, basically, if any of those guns had gone into a different
All
target,
trees to it.
we would have had one of these 2 big bricks dead.
Time.
But the fact that both of them are still alive is really brutal.
Wounds. I will plug in another wound there with a reroll.
Nice.
Yep.
So
Solitaire's right here,
roll
chat.
these one at a time because this might be a CP. 4 Binvan makes 1. Okay, can't die. Can't die. 0 damage.
Star cannons. 3s. I did not use my reroll to hit because I rolled a 5 and a 6 last time.
Sure.
I've used strength 8, needing 5s. 2 saves.
Whoops. Pass.
Woo.
Oh.
Okay, very scary. Got it. Doesn't want to die. Alright, we could shoot the fire prism at him point blank. Would need both to hit and you not to fail any of your saves. Not very likely. So we're going to shoot fire prism into monolith. Yeah, fire prism into monolith, needing 4s.
Random roll question.
Re-rolling.
For Tower Crisis suits with 3
hit.
Psychic Ion Blasters,
Nice.
can you choose to only overcharge
Needing
1, or do you have
3s.
to overcharge all weapons? I believe you
Those
choose on a per
wounds,
weapon
that's what I
basis,
wanted with
if
the
I remember
Wraith
correctly.
Double 6.
Cool.
Yeah, you definitely
2 5-ups or die. I'm not going to CP this. He's going to die.
Couching your overcharge, I think, is a big part of the skill level of playing Tav, like being able to recognize how many 2 damage shots versus how many 1 damage shots you need to kill something, and then firing less overcharge shots so that you take less damage on your own unit.
3 up to kill him. That is a 6. Goodbye.
Oof. Oof.
The hex mark. 4 or less, please. That is a 3. And the Wraith
Is
Knight.
it 1 dice for everything, or is it each thing gets its own dice?
Each guy.
Okay.
You roll for each model that gets boomed. Wraith Knight takes.
Wow. Okay, so the
1. Okay.
The Wraith Knight killed the monolith, and the explosion killed the solitaire, who was trying to go kill the Hexmark. The Hexmark didn't die, which means that Eldar are still not on the table for assassination. Oh no, that's such a big deal. And you have to go to that position with the solitaire because you're trying to. Otherwise, you just get overwatched by the Hexmark on your way in, and you don't even get the charge.
Single most beneficial explosion.
Oh, that's huge. That's a huge swing for Necrons. I don't think there's very, very little way we kill this Transcendent Catan, right? There's basically no way. In fact, you can't even shoot the Wraith Knight into melee with it. Because his weapons are blast. So there's no way we score Assassination. So Assassination blanks again. Maybe the Wraith Knight charges the Hexmark here and kills it? I think, is that the game plan? Is that what we're going for? But it can still reanimate. That will still score Assassination, though.
Yeah, I guess we go to...
Oh my god. That was insane.
Phase?
We have unlocked the Rubik's Cube, and inside was a bomb. Yeah, let's do a charge.
Oh, I can fire and fade. I'll actually fire and fade the Wraith Knight.
Oh, no, then it can't charge!
Use Hero Max for myself.
No!
Nice. Yeah, just takes the objective off me.
Yeah, he just moves, yeah.
No! Well, I guess we can do it with the Autarch.
Great.
We can fate dice to charge with the Autarch.
I think you can charge after you fire. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Now that you're here, welcome to House Shot at Me Land. Okay.
Okay.
Are we zeroing out tacticals again right now, chat?
This
is this
guy
happening?
is going to shoot the Hex.
Eldar has 3 models. Eldar has
a ton.
5.
That sounds horrifying. We'll hold off on that for now.
The Prism, the Wraith Knight, these 2 guys, and the Autarch Wayleaper.
He's wounded a little bit because he just took some... we'll try it. Whatever. Does he get to shoot if he gets blown up?
Wraith Knights can't tank shock, chat.
If I get him back... If I spend the CP to res him,
That's a vehicle thing.
Do you have a CP?
No, to life won't.
For some reason, I wish if monsters could tank shock, dude. Tyranids would be such a baller faction. Just be tank shocking all over the place.
Because he gets back up.
Tyranids and greater demons are for sure the reason you can't tank shock with non-vehicles.
I never really know how it works, to be honest.
You're right.
So I will not shoot you back if you do.
No, I'm not going to shoot you either way.
Does the Autarch have the anti-tank upgrade? He has a Reaper launcher, I believe.
Yeah, we'll shoot the Death Jester into this squad. We're going to take sustained hits with him.
Oh, 6. There's a Death Jester. I'm sorry, chat. I forgot about him. Exciting.
I'm going to roll 2 of them.
You were tank shocked in your last game by Wraith Knight?
His 3rd dice.
Yeah, that is...
is able to force a dice with his enhancement.
That is very illegal. You can't. You certainly can't do that.
Actually, I get to roll it and then choose, actually. So I'm going to roll it. Oh, it is a 6.
There you go.
I will re-roll this 2 into a 6 is what I'll use this.
It's a weird one because it for sure should be a vehicle.
A casual 9 hits from 3 shots.
It's not,
no big deal.
It's kind of like a Riptide Battlesuit. It was a
9. Yeah.
Was a monster back in the day, I think. Kind of weird.
All right, 3s to win.
And 6 is our mortals.
Okay, so all right, that's the squad death. Nice. It makes that math easy.
Easy math for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Death Jester kills the Death Marks, but the Death Marks aren't really in a relevant position anymore. They're not even scoring primary right now. So that's not hugely impactful.
Yeah, I think that is my... Oh, I guess I'll try and do this charge. Well, I didn't shoot yet, so... Then I can't charge him. I could charge over here. This stinks. This is not where he wants to be either. Alright, we'll shoot. We'll see if we can finish him with a shot. 1 shot, rocket launcher thing, needing a 3.
Yeah, all of the Eldar, the Wraith constructs are like they're made out of like a
Strength 8.
psychically active like organic crystal, I think is like what it's supposed to be, that they can like
3. Got it.
the bone singers can
Okay,
manipulate
4
into
or
shapes, so
die.
they make them into big robots. Which is why they're monsters. Like technically, it's not like machinery. It's actually like this like sort of like biotechnology. But I mean, it's called a knight. It's like a big robot covered in guns. Like I don't, you know, if it's spade's a spade, right? Like, it's just weird.
I'm gonna plug in a dice because we're getting near the end anyway, so I need a 5 on this dice. Agree?
Agreed.
Plug in the 4, need a 5. Oh, got it.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey.
I mean, I'll take the free Overwatch because I'm here.
The big charge from the Outark. Let's go, boy!
Hunters.
Gets tagged by the Hexmark shot.
It is 6/8, you might die.
What's his strength?
Strength 6. Is AP, is he T4?
Oh no, he's T3. I'll just make sure.
Cool. Yeah, strength 6, AP 2, so AP 2 if it
4.
matters.
4 pinballs.
We
Fails 4. I think
get
that kills
him.
him. I think that kills him.
But Phoenix Gem means he might not die.
Yeah, on a 2-up, I think it is. No, it actually matters. So I know it's not as good as yours. Just we always.
Wait, he
get
just
up,
straight
but,
up died
let's
to the
see.
Hexmark shot? Holy crap.
Phoenix Gem on a 2-up. All right. And when does it come back? At the end of the phase. So we won't get to do any of his charging and stuff. He does come back though.
Gets back up outside of engagement range. Full wounds.
Outside of engagement, full wounds. Cool. So, yep.
Well, at least he completed his charge, chat.
Make sure the thoughts are right.
So that's because the Hexmark Destroyer automatically hits on 2s with its Overwatch shots.
Okay.
So it just gets normal shooting activations over and over and over again. This is probably the most times I've ever seen that ability trigger on Hexmarks. Usually,
Much as I hate to
doesn't
do
do
it
that
to
much.
myself, he did make a charge move, so he's eligible to pile in.
yep,
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, he'll definitely pile in.
that is
And,
correct.
It's the madness of rezzing in the charge phase.
Okay, why does it even say like okay, well, you know. Yeah,
If he
fight
does any
phase-
phase other than the charge phase.
That's true. So he'll charge in. I appreciate the sportsmanship. No.
No worries. If I lose, I want to lose properly. If I win, I want to win properly.
We got 5 attacks coming at you. I mean, it's gonna be pretty spicy in your favor, I think, because I don't know what I can do against that Lich Guard squad that's gonna come over here. But needing 3s. Aeldari reroll. This is the Starglaze.
3s to wound.
3s to wound. Rerolling one of them. Okay, 2 saves on him.
Alright, so that's a... I got any CP? I don't. So a single 5-up or a die. He does a die. Alright. He's died twice for assassination.
Wow.
Ooh, I don't think
Not
I
that it
can
makes a
do twice,
difference.
but yeah.
Finally got rid of that dude,
Alright,
and that means the Sovereign
your
Colonel's
turn to
also
fight.
gone,
That's
but the
on my
Monolith's dead,
charges.
so it's not that big of a
Oh,
deal.
pick a
Mr.
combat.
Catan. You know what? No. Cryptothrow is going to give himself the opportunity.
Oh.
4 attack.
The disrespect.
He hits on 4s. He hits you twice. He wounds on 5s. He wounds you once.
Oh my
it's
god.
1, 4-up or die.
Do I plug it in just to deny him again his glory? No, I will. I'll roll it since you. We'll roll it. Let's see what we get. All right, dead.
Cryptothrow. Oh dear.
Incredible.
Congratulations, little guy. You got
He
this.
did it. He did it. He tried hard for it.
Died to a
We'll
Cryptothral.
reward him by resurrecting his friend next turn.
That's right.
Perfect.
Look how bloody this game has been, chat. Eldar are down
Assassination
to...
is scored. Homers are not.
I guess
These guys.
I know.
Beyond the
Let's go,
Rewarp
let's go,
Spiders,
let's
they have
go.
3
Let's
models.
go.
And we have the
Freeze.
Lich Guard Brick
Reroll
and the
one.
Catan Shard, basically, for Necrons. Which, I mean,
Alright.
those are
Sixes.
two hardest to kill
Reroll
units in the entire game.
One.
What a shocker.
Freeze, it's fine. I'll just do him over here. 4 attacks on 4s. 1 hit. 3s. 1 wound. No AP.
He's fine.
Perfect.
They're
We
just
stand
stuck
here in
there
front of the
forever. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay.
So I got assassinate, and that is it. I did not.
My
deploy any
stronghold is
teleportation.
defended. Discard that.
We're gonna get rid of assassination, and we will get Oh, sorry. This 5 actually goes here. This is battleground 4.
Did confirm defend stronghold for the Necrons. That's
Hotel
huge.
Warhammers, we are going to pitch for a command point because we're at 0.
I will pick up 8
And-
primary this time.
Yep. The Lich Guard brick starting to
Let's go
hold
get
down the
weird.
fort, and I think pushing primary
And
to
there
an
is no point in
unreachable
me
point
standing
for
on
the
this objective
Eldar.
because it goes away next time.
So the Eldar are holding the one remaining objective at the end of the game here, but they did get first, which
Secure no man's land. There is a point in
yeah,
staying on this objective.
Alright, we gotta stay now.
is unfortunate for them because the Lich Guard brick can then has the potential to just steal that objective and then the center back. So we basically need to see the Wraith Knight turn around in like one round with the Lich Guard brick, basically, which is possible, but not likely.
Completely back, raring to go, 2 inches away. The Catan, actually, just make sure that this, no, it won't matter. Catan gets D3, he gets 3 again, the Catan's up to 8. Absolute boss. Okay, actually, no, I'm going to res this guy this way, and I think they're just going to bugger off this way in case I draw capture enemy strong outpost or something last turn. It is possible. Right. Movement. There's no more death marks. I'm sure about those.
Did we roll Demise on the Fire Prism?
You did not.
I did not, actually. Good call.
Does it
let's
go
Did it
boom?
go chance?
It
Oh,
does
it
go
does.
boom.
Oh!
D3.
for the
Oh, no.
win.
Does it kill my Cryptus roll?
It No doesn't way.
Oh,
Kill the Crypto Thrall.
Okay.
And
I'll
he
just see if
does
I heal 3
to
wounds
the-
anyway, so that one doesn't
3 to the
matter.
Satan.
Yep. How many of my newly resid wounds I get? Okay, I heal 1 wound then. That's fine.
Yeah, that mattered. Yeah.
There you go.
Rude. Okay.
There you go, chat.
Movement
Didn't
is
end up doing a
something
big
on this objective, but that's
mattering
fine.
too
It's
much.
just
But we did
gonna
get more
do
explosion damage out of it,
everything.
which is exciting. Exciting and fun.
Reanimator at this point is going to fall back
No, coward.
because I have a hex mark. It's gonna be... I'm not going to move him because I don't need to. I can just shoot from where I am. The Autarch has died once. That's fine. Right, Catan. Quick check which one is the fastest route. If he goes this way, 3.5. 3.5. If he goes this way, 4.7, 2.3.
Catan in the
So
back
that
line.
is a
Just say
7 inch
Catan.
charge, that
Like,
is
oh, my
also
opponent played a
7 inch
Sempiternal
charge,
Catan. You're
so
like,
I
oh,
guess
I get
we'll
it.
go
I understand. You had a 300-point
this
combat
way.
monster that was untargetable by
That guy was
attacks.
in the woods. Do you wanna move to
that
Catan?
got to live in your deployment zone. Turns out not even a Wraith Knight can touch this thing.
Just for funsies, let's overwatch some Catan. Let's see if we can kill him finally. Now that he's weakened. Now 2d3 shots. Number of shots is 2 again. My goodness.
Not in the mood today.
He just, yeah, this right now he's just like, nah, I'm good, bro. Needing 6s. I don't have any 6s to plug. Don't hit any. The Star Cannon.
Ooh, sad Overwatch too. The Overwatch is nice because
One
it
hit.
gets around the reanimation
I'm sorry,
timing.
the
The
reroll
damage
one
actually
would be-
sticks until your next phase.
Just kidding.
So it is cool to get some damage in on Overwatch, but just not working out today.
Nothing.
The Cryptus rolls are going to roll in advance. They've got places to be. They go 10 inches this turn. Does he get this guy over the wall? It does not. Fine. He gets this guy over the wall, though, and he's really happy about that. And then the Lich Guard are going to move. So Technomancer could go to there. Pull him back in a second for coherency. Can go a lot less farther up for pities. Right, well, now that I've done that, I'll just do it about 4.5. Don't penalise myself. I've got no idea where he actually was. It's still a very short charge. Yeah, very short charge. And I think basically the entire unit just goes 5 inches this way. There's not really any way to make that better because it's drawing a straight line towards you anyway. Do I have any other units? I do not, so that's nice and easy. Shooting. The hex mark is going to put 6 shots.
Phantasm. I'm gonna Phantasm.
Yeah, Phantasm, don't you leave. You come.
Yeah, we're just gonna scoot away from those scary Wraith Guard or Lich Guard.
You absolute coward. It's an 8-inch shot. Fine, I'm not going to shoot the Way Leaper then because I want to charge him now.
Shoot him! Shoot him! Towan's
Fine.
still there with the Wraith Knight.
No, absolutely. Hex mark, 6 shots into the Warp Spiders.
Yep.
Hits on 2s. Wounds on 2s. 5 saves at AP 2.
5 saves. That's easy. Dead.
Just clock should be fine, chat. We're on like the last turn.
Finally, that battle for the ages. I know you've got the moral victory though, because I fell back.
Yeah, you're a coward. You ran.
I mean, the Catan will put 6 shots into the Wraith Knight. It's not going to matter, but you know, here we go. It is 6 hits after the explosion. It's wounding on 5s. It is 2 wounds at AP 2.
2 wounds at AP 2. We're gonna roll 1. Fails. We'll plug the other.
That's fair. Everything else is enough AP to drag it past a 4 up anyway.
Yeah.
Cool. So he takes D3 minus 1 damage. He takes 2, goes down to 1 damage. Yeah,
Okay.
as expected.
He's at 16.
So he does bleed, just not very much. Not very much at all. Okay. Charges, because that is literally it. The Technomancer and his unit, preferably, is going to go for the 8-incher onto that Autarch. And we get a 3. I'm going to spend a CP for the reroll, because I don't need it. And if I get in, I can... Actually, no, I don't need the CP for better fighting here. I'll make the free strat the reroll.
Okay.
Looking for an 8. They get a 2 this time. They're even less keen. The Catan is going to go for the big old... By the looks of it, an 8-inch onto both.
I just want to warn you that the Way Leaper does have the fights first thing, like the fights first mask.
Cool. That's should be fine.
Yeah.
Not going to get the kill. To be honest, if I can't take the objective off you, which I can't, I might as well just go for the charge onto the Way Leaper, because it's an 8 anyway. That's 4, so we just fail all our charges. Nice and easy. I will give you the middle objective for a turn.
That is unfortunate.
But there's nothing
That does give...
So I do not get either of my...
That does give Eldar a chance, I think.
But I will hold them, because... Actually, no, I will ditch...
So, end of the game, the Eldar will score 15 for holding the center objective, since that's the one that will remain.
I always forget there's a small version of that.
Which puts them to 60 points, so they will actually pull ahead, and it depends on what they get for their secondaries. Oh man. Well, this I think it's still Josie's game.
This objective goes away.
They have Storm Hostile, which isn't gonna work. Yeah, you can't score that one, unfortunately, and bring it down, which we could score if we kill the Transcendent Catan, but then we're not shooting at the Lich Guard. Ugh.
The objective, that's not true. Storm Hostile is not possible. We're gonna spend, so we get an extra command point for Autarch. We're gonna spend that command point, I think, to drop Storm Hostile, because not possible to do it because you're not on.
I mean, you could. Autarch could take the Critus rolls out. Could.
Yeah, I'd have to. Yeah, this guy could try as well.
Oh yeah, Death Jester.
But I have to control it then.
Yeah, you'd have to actually take it off me. So.
Not likely. So yeah, we're gonna pitch it. Discard it and draw. No prisoners.
Kill the unit.
Well,
now you don't need to hold the objective. Just kill.
We're really trying to kill this Transcendent Catan. I think that guy is worth 6 points now. 10 for being, or 3, 4 for being a 10+ wound monster. 5, 6 for no prisoners. And if you can kill the Crypto Thralls with the Death Jester, then that feels good. The problem is that you eat the charge from the Lich Guard. But maybe they fail.
We'll go a little short so you can't overwatch him at all.
Makes sense.
This is interesting. We will have the Wraith Knight move. I gotta calculate that a little better. So, I still want to see your guy.
Definitely do that.
I'll try and do a charge after that. Okay.
If everyone gets on, it's the total OC of this unit, I think, is 14. Because it's 10 OC1 Lich Guard plus the OC1 Technomancer plus the OC1 Overlord. Why are we moving forward? But so if for example the Wraith Knight sits at the back here, the Lich Guard can't move to the objective. So you are hoping that Josie can't make a charge with the whole like Lich Guard unit, basically. I think what we have to kill this Transcendent Catan right now. We can't like forward move the Wraith Knight. And if you charge the Lich Guard right now, I guess the hope is that we tag the Technomancer. The Lich Guard then can't get enough onto the objective to stop them. I think that does make sense, because then you don't get a charge. Yeah, this line of play is probably correct, but we do have to kill the Transcendent Catan right now. We can't let that thing live another turn.
Just need, what do we get? Need 3s. We're gonna reroll this to hit. All hit.
Very nice.
Looking for 6s, really. Got a 6, reroll 1 to wound.
Oof.
Of course not. We command
Yeah.
point reroll the other one.
Yeah, just to
as
tie the
well.
brick up, because then it can only fall back. And theoretically, with a
I
fallback,
don't
it
know
won't be
what
able to
else
get
I have
enough
to
stuff
spend
onto the
command points
objective
on,
to
so
take
we're gonna
it.
spend a command point to reroll that hit.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Fair enough.
Right, how many dev wounds are on that big
Blanked
one?
out on
Dev
the
wounds
wound
we
roll
got
from the Wraith
is-
Knight. That was very unlucky.
Oh my goodness.
And we've
That's
already
complicated.
CP rerolled. We rolled
That'll
3
be
damage.
Total
Okay,
of 2
so
dev
there's-
wounds.
2 damage over there. I'll just hold on to those.
No.
We fail 1 invuln. I mean, I might as well just reroll this because it's the first. So yeah, I'm gonna reroll the first one anyway. I'm gonna reroll something. Okay, fail that one.
Well, at least the saves aren't
and
great.
Fail that one. So it is gonna be a lot of damage. 9 goes
5
down to
here.
5.
Yeah, if you want to just get rid of this. Yep. And oof.
And then 2 goes down to 1.
No way, dude!
So
All
roll
3
together.
wounds went through, but we rolled a
8
2
damage.
and a 3 for
Okay,
damage.
so I just need to make not a disastrous set of 4-ups.
Holy crap!
can't
And it's
reroll
all
them,
on the
so-
4-ups here.
That
She
is a disastrous
failed
set of
it!
4-ups. He dies.
Alright.
The Catan shard goes down,
Okay,
even
that
with
is fine.
those terrible damage rolls from the Wraith Knight, and that's a 6-point score for Eldar.
Oh, it's looking very tight all of a sudden.
Oh no! Did Eldar just sneak this one back from the jaws of defeat?
4 points to bring it
Holy
down.
crap!
Now.
Yep, we're
And
gonna
the Death Jester going for the shot on the Cryptothralls to get that second no prisoners point.
Yeah, that's right. Death Jester's gonna pick sustain shots with his gun. We're gonna roll 2 of the shot. Oh no, we can roll all 3 of these shots. So he gets 1 sustain trigger. I'm going to re-roll 1,
Ooh, greedy.
and I'm gonna turn that into a 6.
Cool. 9 hits again.
9 hits again. Pretty cool.
Sustain 3 is a hell of a drug.
Okay. Need 2. Need strength 6, tough 4 on the Crypto Thrall.
Yeah, 3 to wound.
3's to wound with 3 devastating.
Look at that,
1.
chat. Oh my god.
Okay.
So Eldar
3
score themselves a casual 20. Well, if assuming these guys go down, but never say never because this unit's really super hard to kill. But
Does he have enough cover? No, he doesn't.
that's a
Okay, so that saves
casual
enough guys in the water.
23-point turn on round 5.
Threes.
Holy crap.
That one. Does he die? No. 3s. Okay, fails that one. Does he die? Yes. And then it's 4s. He makes all those. So then it's just 6 damage, and I need to make 5 4-ups in a row. He makes
Whoa!
He is A-okay.
And the
I'm gonna
Cryptothrall
spend the
just
CP there for the res strat, 'cause I might
steals
as well.
all of
I
the
get these wounds
dice
back on that unit.
from the Catan shard, doesn't go down, so blocks the 2 points on no prisoners, and that's so important. And now the Autark may get a shot, but I don't think it can kill the unit.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, definitely.
But you're back up, full health now.
Yeah,
Oh,
back
1.
on 1, but it's fine. It's still enough that he can't die.
Okay. Charge you as well. Need a big charge there. Well, that stinks. That made it pretty annoying. It's gonna go down to that. Okay. Yeah, we'll shoot you with the autarch, needing 3 hits. This is the single shot missile. Strength 8, tough 4, wounds. Give me a
Yep.
-2 save, 2 damage.
2 be a big ol' 4-up. Passed.
Passes it. Okay, that's pretty good for you. Okay, we got charges. We're gonna do the Wraith Knight into the. Yeah, I think. What do we do? Yeah, Wraith Knight into these guys to stop you from charging and moving forward anymore, because you're not gonna kill him, probably. And we can stay on the point with this.
Yeah, we could see capture enemy outpost for the to win
Yeah,
here.
we'll do that. Yeah, we will charge the Wraith Knight. Not needing a lot. 7, that'll do. We'll end
Now the awkward part here
this
would be if he
face to
kills a
face.
bunch of models and then they reanimate closer. That could be really scary.
Death Jester needs a 9, an 8.
Yep.
Sorry.
Looks like a 9. 9.02.
9.02. Oh, okay, okay. Needing a 9. Yeah, this is gonna stink. We do have no command points left, right? Yeah, no command points left. Alright, 9. Got it.
Graham's alive.
Okay. We'll fight with them first, just to see, because he's the only one that matters. He's got Jester Blade, 4 attacks, needing 2s. Needing 2s, 4 attacks. I was just saying, I can make him battle shock, but
Just gifted. Thank you for the follow.
Do you have any other stratagems that matter for him?
No, not really.
Okay. You can't do that, like, same thing again, right? Get him back up.
I can do the get back up again. That's true. I could do that.
Right,
Oh, does he have a
Yeah,
outfit
of course.
test?
Yeah, if you lose a model,
Cool.
battle shock.
It's an 8. They passed it.
Just in case. Yeah, needing 2s, all hit. Strength 4, I believe, on this guy. Not very good at combat. Strength 4. Need 4s. Rerolling 1. Okay, they're all in.
I mean, you did the best
No
you could
AP.
there. 3 up armors. Let's just roll 3 of them in case it goes horribly. It hasn't gone horribly wrong. Fine. 1 damage, which is not felt.
Alright. Wraith Knight is got 5 attacks. Doing 4s or something like that. Yeah, not great. 1, 2. I'm sorry, those are all 3s. He hits on 3s. I apologize. Those are all 3s.
Nice.
This doesn't matter though at all. Strength 8, tough 4 or 5.
5. -1,
Tough
so
5,
false.
Yeah, need 3s. Oh, need 3s then 4s. Correct. Yeah. So that's 4 saves on them.
Cool. I'm gonna take him on these 2 back Cryptus Roll, 2 back Lich Guard first, and then the Cryptus Roll. I just need to keep pulling from the back, basically. But
Yeah.
4 ups. Okay, 3 fail. So the first Lich Guard.
So they only move 5 inches, chat. So the problem is that there are only a couple that are currently in range to get onto the objective. I'm not going to measure it right now because the players can see, but we'll see how it goes. 1 model's dead, and I think we're just going to start reanimating them in the front to try to get more models to the objective.
Both of those, at least I could res them.
Yep.
I mean, I guess at that point, at least, there's no point spending the CP to do reanimation because I'll just do it in a second. Right. So I will punch you over here. Cryptus Roll.
Just gifted. Thanks for the kind words. Glad the videos are helping you out.
Just outside range. You'll go this side instead.
That's what they're there for. So I'm glad somebody's getting use
I'll
out of
take
them.
8 attacks.
Welcome to the
On
game as well.
4s. And on 3s. 2 invuns on your Death Jester.
Oh, he's got a 4 up. 2 or 3?
2. Just 2.
Fail both.
Okay.
1 damage.
Yeah, just 1 each. They're not cool guys.
He's down to 1.
And then over here, we need to start maximizing everything. So pile-ins. Right, dream here is that I finish outside of a distance where I can actually base you when I consolidate. Yes, you are currently 5.3, so I can go this way. 3.2 is fine. You are outside of 3, so I want to keep you outside of 3. So we just go to there. And then we're just going to skirt round as far as we can. Right, the rest of you can just go straight towards it. Because directly towards it still keeps you outside of 3, yeah. Overlord goes this way. Lich Guard goes this way. So I just need to get every possible inch of movement out of this. So I think I can get the models on if I do it right. I just have to do it right.
You gotta get 10 models on them, that's the problem.
Exactly. So that's the pile-in. I fight you with... I mean, the fight doesn't matter. I'm not even going to bother punching you. I'm not going to kill us in 2 rounds of combat.
Okay.
And then we consolidate. So this guy has to base you. So he goes around to there.
He can base anywhere he can base, though, right? He doesn't.
Exactly. So it's just going as far forward as he can.
Okay.
And now none of the rest of them can base you. So they're going to go this way.
Okay.
Very good use of the fight phase.
3,
Rules
3.
here. Try to get as many models within tandem of the objective. So Josie has to hold this objective at the end of her turn in order to be able to win the game. So she has to get 12 OC worth of models onto this point or kill the Wayleaper. I don't know what kills the Wayleaper right now. This Hexmark Destroyer does seem like it's out of range, yeah. So I think literally the game comes down to whether or not we can get like 12 OC on this objective. And if she can't, it comes down to secondary pulls. Oh man, this is close.
3, yeah.
This is so close.
Is able to base. Okay, so if I'm to fall back, it doesn't work. I don't get enough distance out of it. It has to be the consolidation that does it. Yes. Okay. Chuck it over. We'll see if the secondaries help.
Yeah, so might get pile and consolidation. That seems
so if I can just
bad.
get 8 points worth of secondary, I'll take this a lot easier.
Tempting target.
But you've done the play right.
That's easy. Bring it
I
down.
can see
No! So tempting target, we just compound the score on the only possible selection for tempting target, which is the middle objective. We're gonna cycle, extend battle lines. Oh my god! So if Josie can hold the middle, not only does she win, but she wins dramatically. But she has no other way to score right now. Oh no way!
I res the one guy that died.
Yeah.
He is gonna res over here, so he's in coherency, but not within 3 to base you.
Yep.
And then he'll be able to pile in and consolidate this way. That's another one that will get onto the objective. Absolutely as far forward as I can, though. Outside of 3, yes. Okay, so here we go. There's no shooting, there's no anything that matters.
I got a movement phase thing that matters.
Oh,
yep,
look at this.
Absolutely.
That's such a good phantasm right there. Yeah. So now the Outark Wayleaper is basically vacuuming in a bunch of these Lich Guard. They can't put their bases on the objective with their pile-in moves, which is going to make it tougher to get onto the Wraith Knight here. So the other thing that Josie could potentially do is damage the Wraith Knight, which is unlikely, but possible with the judicious use of some secondaries. Or with some stratagems.
There, on the objective.
Can he pile into someone that isn't in combat with him? Or is this the
yes,
consolidate?
I can. This is the pile-in. I can pile into wherever I like.
Okay.
Hate Phantasm with a passion? Yeah, I mean...
It
is. There is no chance that it is not the best stratagem. I don't even want to say like it's not the best stratagem in 40k. It might be the best stratagem ever printed. I think the only thing that gives it a run for its money is like pre-nerf encircle the prey. When you could go to deep strike at the end of your turn. Like that. That's the only other stratagem that was like I think was absolutely insane, and to the same level. That was an extremely good call from Eddie, the other player here. Very, very good, Paul. And I don't think there's any way Josie gets enough on this objective here. Enriched rounds? At least you had to roll attacks with enriched rounds. That one was very dumb, though. I think the real issue with enriched rounds is that on printing, you could stack the galvanic aura multiple times. The Manipulous' aura, and you could do it like 4 times, and you could shoot enriched rounds like 36 inches across the table. So that one also might be in there in the running. Love Phantasm, it should be a generic strat. Oh, could you imagine? Just both players like glaring at each other, just Phantasming everywhere. Everyone has to run Vect because you have to Vect the Phantasm immediately. No Battle Shock checks, chat. Yeah, it was the +1 AP 6-inch range, and you could do it like 3 times. So you could get plus 18 inches of range, and you could shoot 36. It's really busted. And then solar flare, so they could just teleport around the table. That was like that whole codex is busted on release.
Oh my!
So that was our pile-in move, and I guess we could kill the Autarch, but there's not even 11 OC worth of models on this objective.
Well, I think the only player I've got is to put everything into the...
Yeah, we just roll on the Wraith Knight and see if we can kill it. All right, team, let's go! Murder that dude.
Whatever you had, however many attacks you had the previous turn.
Yeah, if that's okay with you. I had Overlord and like 2 guys basing you and a couple more within an inch, so we'll do the...
So they're going to roll out the attacks from last turn that Josie didn't roll. You do technically have to roll these. It's not optional, but she didn't think it would matter, but now it does because she couldn't get enough to the objective. So we're just going to roll those out and see if we can plink some damage. It is down to 16 wounds. The tilt tip isn't correct. So it has taken a little bit of damage. Ew, not a great roll, though. It's a 5-up save. Saves it. Let's go.
Overlord gets 3 hits. 2, sorry, at AP4.
I do think, honestly,
okay.
if I'm gonna be real with you, chat, I think that the Wraith Knight is a good example of where the OC system fails really hard. Because it's a unit that's hard to kill, good at shooting, like good at attacking, extremely mobile, and also controls objectives better than anything else in the game. Whereas if you had the old objective system, this wouldn't be even be close to a problem. The huge unit of infantry would just out objective control it easily.
Right, doesn't matter if I kill the Autarch, I have to put everything into the Wraith Knight, which is down to 14, so that is a-okay. We're going to throw in, so this Lich Guard can't fight, the 2 Cryptos can't fight, everybody else is going to punch the Wraith Guard. The Wraith, big guy.
Yeah, anything on the Autarch?
It doesn't matter, no, it doesn't matter if I kill him or not. The 3 attacks from Lich Guard that are going to go to him, but everything else is where it is.
Okay.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8.
Technically, I fight first, actually.
With the Autarch? Cool.
Yeah, I don't want to.
But yeah, have to.
Have to. Yeah. So let's. I just want to do the math real quick. So you're gonna take some from. Well, you have the you have no CP left, or you still have a free stratagem.
I've still got the free strat. Yeah.
Okay. You can do the bring back guys who died. Alright, we got a hit on 2s. Why is this guy so fucking good? No, he hits on 3s. Okay. So I will make him miss one of these attacks.
3 points. Yeah, the Wraith Knight for like 320 points or whatever it was.
4 attacks because I'm plugging my last 2 in.
Absolutely insane.
Miss with him. Trying not to kill any is the plan here. Let's see if the Lich Guard backfire on you. Miss another. I will not reroll. I'll reroll this to miss. Okay, these all hit.
It's my force to wound.
Force to wound. I'll reroll this. Okay.
That was very rude of you.
Yeah,
I will take it on a Lich Guard because he's most likely to die. And I'll take it on his armor save, which he fails. I'm obliged to roll Feel No Pains for him, though, and he does fail them both.
There you go.
So he dies, free strat reses him. Right. Get into combat, big guy.
Is the free strat better than the +1 strength, though?
And we've got the +1 strength and AP locked in, so
Oh, they already did it. Oh, she already spent
Go
for it.
for it.
Okay,
We've
just
got
kidding.
9
Yeah, no, that's much better.
Lich Guard,
Okay, well,
27
there you go.
points.
Sorry, Outark. You made a big
On
mistake.
2s and on 5s. It just has to be an absurd number of 5s. The 1s already don't help.
Yeah.
Come on, 5-ups. That is... I mean, that's 9 5-ups.
It's a good roll, but I don't think it's enough.
AP on it?
Maybe 3, thanks to the strat.
5-ups. Okay, so I'm failing 6, 7.
Down to 7.
Okay.
Oh. Is the
Okay,
damage
man.
dream alive?
1 hit. Does wound. AP 3.
5 up. Fails it.
Down to 6. 2 cryptus rolls.
Are the
Threes?
cryptos in range to attack?
Oh, they're totally not. They're totally not. So all I need to do is hit and wound 3 times with the Overlord.
All right, Overlord.
If I do that, it's game. If I don't do that, it's a loss. And I have no CP. So
Oh my god. This is
2s.
scary.
They all hit.
It's a good roll. We're on 5s, I think,
3s.
though. Oh, 3s, really? Wow, okay. No!
No.
Double ones!
6 up.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Fails it.
Takes 2 damage.
Oh, that does damage it, I think, right? So it drops to
good.
OC
That was a
5,
good
but
game.
there's only 3 OC for
Oh
Josie on the
my
objective, and
God.
she scores 0
I
primary
can't believe
there.
how that swung at the end.
Wow. And I think that's Eldar sneaking
Yeah,
it back
good game.
with that
Well
big
played.
21-point turn on round 5. Ridiculous
absurd
game.
ending.
Holy crap. I thought Josie had it in the bank
God, I should've
from
Should've
like
had
round
it.
3 onwards. She had killed so many Eldar units, but this Wraith Knight is just unstoppable. And I have to commend Eddie. His play in the last 2 battle rounds was basically
didn't draw
perfect. I think he
secondaries,
played a little
yes,
bit too aggressively
and-
early, which definitely put him behind. But those last 2 turns, he's like brain engaged, I think, and he just positioned everything exactly where he needed to. Holy
That's it,
crap!
regardless, like you shouldn't have been able to bring it down if the Catan hadn't died. Then
Right, that was crazy too. Right, that was super.
What an
Very
absolute
exciting.
swing back! That's nuts, and that does lock us into
roll
a
corpse, failed
Eldar mirror in the final round 5 game of the T5S2 in with the new GT.
Oh, I'm gutted. I can't
What
believe I
an
lost
absolute
that. I
game!
genuinely can't believe I lost that. That was insane.
If anybody has any questions for the players, go ahead and throw them in the chat there.
Wow.
Goes to show you, though, I think Necrons have the beef to fight Eldar. It's just
Alright, well,
it's not a
that is
particularly
small,
consistent game for sure.
GG, well played.
Good game. Appreciate the game.
Yeah, good game, you two. That was nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Really was. Happy to hang around for a few if needed, or not if not.
Yeah. Let's see if chat has any comments.
They're all gonna be making fun of me for my Wraith Knight. No.
Yeah, Josie asking what or Dutch guy asking Josie, what do you hate more, the Phantasm or the Wraith Knight?
Oh, Phantasm. Wraith Knight's fine. Wraith Knight is, like, as much as it changed this, the Wraith Knight is irrelevant in this matchup.
Yeah. But Phantasm.
Like, genuinely, it can kill what it likes, but the Wraith Knight doesn't kill anything that matters, apart from when I fail all my Feel No Pains in the Catan.
Mm-hmm. Montague asking how you feel about the monolith in your list.
I adore the monolith. A couple of 6s, and it can, like, I have one-shot Wraith Knights with it from full health. It's a fantastic model, and it's a wonderful threat piece. It's genuinely one of the best things about this list. I know why more people don't play it, because it is a big old target, and it very often gets murdered in one round. But it forces an entire turn of pressure into it.
Right.
which buys the rest of my army a turn. And the one turn that it does have, it still puts out so much damage if it rolls halfway reasonably.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Plus, it has the toolbox of being able to redeploy stuff, right? Which, I mean, in this game, like
Exactly.
these little crypto thralls that popped out of the Eternity Gate just went mad back there.
Exactly. They
Killed a
could have
fire
so many
prism.
points for me.
Kill the fire prism, bro. Like,
Yeah.
That's so valuable.
When do you deep strike the monolith versus putting it on the board?
Generally, it's entirely based on what can kill it.
Yeah.
If there is something in my opponent's army that is either like a unit of desolators or 2 or 3 fire prisms, it's starting off the board. If I'm against like Tyranids who've got lots of strength 12 or lower, sort of damage 3 plinky shooting, which I mean it is plinky shooting to a T14 2-up monolith, then I'll start it on the board. But most of the top armies have always won around it. But generally, a lot of the less good armies don't.
You heard it here first, folks. Tyranids bad army. Can't kill monolith.
Tyranids can't kill a monolith.
Garbage. Throw them out.
I mean, your best, the Tyranid best shooting against a monolith is the strength 12 on the Zoanthropes, and their psychic weapons, so I get a 4 field no pain against it.
Oh yeah.
From the spider.
Yeah. Good old Spooter.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful little guy just for that.
Eddie, Mr. Poop asking if any of the other games are finished like this.
all of them, bro. I'm pretty new to playing tournament.
You've had so many close games. I was looking.
Yeah, if you look at my scores, it's like this the whole time. The phantasms at the end, a little bit of gotcha in at the end. Definitely, yeah. New to tournament grinding, so trying it out for 10th edition.
Well, welcome to the competitive scene. Hope you're having a good time so far.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And congratulations on taking this one down. I hope you're ready to play the mirror match in the finals.
I'm not. They're gonna win for sure, but whatever.
Yeah. He hasn't got a Wraith Knight.
Okay. I didn't look in. All right, I'll have to do some scouting.
A bad list. I see.
Jonathan's gone for the MSU Wraith Guard instead, which is great into everything apart from a Wraith Knight, because a Wraith Knight just picks up 10 Wraith Guard.
True.
Yeah, that's fair. Cool. Well, thank you, you two. This was a absolutely nuts game. So, thanks for putting on a good one. Pleasure to watch you as always, Josie, and Eddie. Congratulations on taking it down.
Thanks. You have a good one.
Cheers.
See you later, guys.
All right, chat. The game has concluded. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Ridiculous game. Absolutely nuts. I'm so glad we got to watch this one because it was swingy as hell. I will probably be live Monday. Well, we'll see when this finals game gets scheduled and whether we get the finals game scheduled for the other events. I may not stream too much next week because I think I might be going out of town. But yeah, I'll keep y'all posted in the stream schedule over on the Discord. What ends up happening. Thanks to both these players for jumping on. This wasn't a finals game, so but it felt like one for sure. So, but it was awesome that we got to watch it. Absolutely crazy good. All right, everybody. I think there was a question. Lacros TV, by the way, thank you for the follow. Can somebody link Josie's Instagram? I don't have it, but if you want to hit her up in the Discord, she is on the Discord. !Discord. She's over there. I'm sure you can find her if you want to get in touch. Whether or not she responds, it's up to her. But if you are looking for some talk, I'm sure she'd be happy. If Nova streams, will I be covering that? I don't think so. I thought for a second about like doing Nova. I don't think I'm not streaming there. I don't think I'm gonna do a co-stream. I'm probably gonna be out. Yeah. I might do a GT. So I haven't really decided what my plans for the next week are, but I might go and try to participate in one. Maybe play Tyranids. They're kind of brain dead. And I don't know, see what happens. So I might do some posting, maybe do some video recording. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Let's go rating real quick. And I will see you at some point next week. Everybody's playing Armored Core now on my follow list. We gotta find a Warhammer streamer who's not playing Armored Core. So many good games coming out right now. It's crazy. We had Baldur's Gate. We had that. We've got Starfield soon, which is going to be a disaster, which I'm kind of excited for. And then Space Marine 2 right after that. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be so good. All right, anybody playing? Ooh, there's some Barb Gaunts. I see somebody painting Barb Gaunts, which looks kind of nice. And I just have a Tyranid bias. There's a Mutolith Vortex Beast. I like that. Next level painting is live. Let's go hang out with the Highland Hobbyist. That seems fun. All right, chat. Thanks, everybody. And I'll see you later. Tactical Tuesday with a GT? Yeah, I could do that. Oh, it reset my rate. Damn. Yeah, I could do like a live stream recap. Only if I do well, though. The problem is I always I don't know. I get diced out round 2 or something and I get sad. Oh. All right. I think I rated successfully. We'll find out, I guess, momentarily. Thanks, everyone, and I'll see you later. Twitch is breaking right now, so I'm just going to turn this off. Bye, everybody.